One Piece Justice, Chapter 681-700. Chapter 681. Take the exam. As the mission completed, Tianyu looked at Kimimaro and the three of them. Infinity Miscellany _ This is the money from Cardo. Lord Tianyu. Kimimaro handed over a passbook and a scroll. Tianyu took the passbook, and then notified Kakuzu of the arrival. So much money. Tianyu was directly surprised. He never thought that the other party had so much money, and then Tianyu opened the scroll again, only to see that there were hundreds of millions in it. Money, and a knife. Isn't this a thunder knife? How did you get it? Tianyu asked curiously. We went to the country of waves and found that Kurosuke Rai-Kiba and Konoha's Hitaki Kakashi were fighting, and then that Kurosuke Rai-Kiba was killed by the other party. When we saw this, we directly took the sword back. Yakumo said. Well, good job, Tianyu praised, and Yakumo and the others immediately became happy. Is something wrong? Kakuzu came over. This is the money they got from killing Kado this time, take them out. Tianyu gave Kakuzu the passbook and scroll. Let me see how many there are. Kakuzu took a look and was immediately stunned. How could there be so many? No one knew that Cardo had so much money. Now, the activities of the village and Akatsuki should be enough, right? Tianyu asked. Enough, completely enough. Kakuzu's eyes turned into money. I'll go get the money now. Kakuzu couldn't wait, and hurriedly went to withdraw the money. Tianyu looked at Kakuzu's departure with a funny look. Even if I don't cut it, I have already returned to the village of Kurigakure, and there will be a Kurosuke Thunder Kiba in the country of waves. The inertia of the plot is really strong. Tianyu sighed, and then Tianyu thought of the Chunin exam in Konoha village a month later. Chunin exam. Then take advantage of this opportunity to attack the underdog. Tianyu decided. Someone. Two Anbu appeared directly in front of Tianyu. All the tasks in this month are put down, all the ninjas are gathered, and then prepare for the task. Tianyu ordered. Yes. Anbu immediately went to issue the order. Is it going to go to war with Sunagakure village? Konan and Nagato walked in and asked Tianyu. That's right, a month later, Konoha village will hold Chunin exams. Konoha village invited us to take part, and even invited me specially. Tianyu said. Are you going to attend? Konan asked. That's right, I plan to go. I received news that Sunagakure village will also participate at that time, and even Kazekage will go, so when the time comes, I also go to participate. Then Sunagakure village will definitely relax its vigilance. When the time comes, you bring with the ninja troops attacking Sunagakure village. We will go down in one battle and completely turn the land of winds into our territory. Tianyu said his plan. Surprise. That's a good idea. Nagato agreed. Well, so I'll leave it to you when the time comes. Tianyu said. Leave it to us. It's just a Sunagakure village. If it wasn't for training the ninjas in the village, I would have killed them directly. Nagato Haki said. Well, don't just kill them, we want to conquer them and incorporate them into our country and village. Konan said. Will they agree to join? Nagato asked uncertainly. Yes, as long as those diehards are dealt with, the rest will not resist. After all, they just changed their identities, and changed from Sunagakure to Omegakure. Tianyu said to himself. Then, start preparing for war. Nagato and Konan said. The war is about to begin. Konoha village. Since the last mission of the Land of Waves, Naruto and the others have returned to the D-level mission again. Tenten are either pulling weeds or taking children. There is no other mission at all, just when Naruto can't stand it again. An eagle flew over Konoha. Huh, is it this time? Kakashi raised his head. Okay, today's mission is over, I have something important to do, disband. Kakashi ignored Naruto and the others, and went directly to Hokage's office. When Kakashi arrived at the Hokage office, the other main Jonin had gathered here, and after seeing all the people coming, the three generations of Hokage nodded. Now that all the people have arrived, you also know what time it is. That's the Chunin exam. Is it this time again? The rest of the people whispered. This Chunin exam is a little different from the past. We invited people from Amegakure village and Sunagakure village, and they all agreed to participate in this Chunin exam, and at the end, maybe even the leader of Amegakure and Kazekage will be there. Come watch the game, said the third Hokage. Even the two mortal enemies of Amegakure village and Sunagakure village participated. Kakashi looked serious. The most important thing is, will Kazekage and the chief of Amegakure village come? Sarutobi Asuma also had a heavy expression on his face. As soon as the two met, they might fight. You already know the matter, then sign up for your own students here. If you feel able to participate, sign up, said the third generation of Hokage. The next thing is the same as before. Kakashi and the other three also signed up for their subordinates. It is worth mentioning that because of Hanada's departure, this time Hyuga Hanabi joined Kurenai Yuhi's team, and then Iruka objected as always. After the test, Naruto and the others still participated in this Chunin exam. Sunagakure village, this time Maki took Gaara, Temari and Kankuro to Konoha village. Because one tail was lost, Gaara did not become a Jinchuriki column force. He still mastered the art of sand control, and his strength was also very powerful, reaching the level of a special Jonin, because there is no influence of the tail beast, so Gaara is not lonely, but has a good relationship with Temari and the others. He is also the strongest ninja of the new generation of Sunagakure village, the future of Sunagakure village. Hopefully, even a strong candidate for the 6th generation Kazekage. Amegakure village, who are you going to send to Konoha to take the Chunin exam? Conan asked. Just in Minazuki, let's add Karen to the ninjas of the Ghost Lamp generation. The three of them go. Tianyu decided. Water without moon wind, Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon, Uzumaki Karen. Conan said these three names. Their strength is indeed enough, although they are all genin, but the strength is Chunin, especially Karen, already special Jonin strength. Let them go. The others don't have to participate. 3 people are enough, Tianyu decided. Please subscribe for support. Chapter 682 The First Arrival to Konoha. Just the 3 of them can do it, although they haven't cooperated, but passing a Chunin exam is enough. So who will lead the team? Conan asked. Sen. I'll go in person, Tianyu said. What? You're going there yourself? Conan was immediately surprised. That's right, I want to go to Konoha, Tianyu said, and if I go now, Sunagakure village will be even more wary. I think you want to be lazy, right? Conan saw Tianyu's purpose directly. He, you found out, Tianyu laughed. Forget it, just go. The gentle Conan didn't reject Tianyu's idea. Then things here will trouble you. Conan, Tianyu said embarrassedly. Go. Conan rolled his eyes at Tianyu. At this time, the 3 people who went to take the Konoha Chunin exam also came here. Shui Wuyufeng, Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon, Uzumaki Karen came to report. The 3 people greeted Tianyu directly. Well, I called you here because I have a task for you. I plan to make the 3 of you form a group, and then I will lead you to Konoha to take the Chunin exam. Tianyu said directly. Yes. When the 3 heard that Tianyu was leading them, they were immediately excited. Okay, let's go and cooperate. Tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, gather at the gate of Amegakure village and go to Konoha. Tianyu said. Yes. The 3 of them also went directly to the team to cooperate. Now Karen has not been completely wiped out because of the Uzumaki family, so now she has been trained systematically, and she does not need to be bidden to heal others. Medical ninjutsu for treatment, the effect is very good. In the evening, Tianyu passed Hiraishin's art directly, went to Terumi Mei's place, and came to Terumi Mei's house. Hasn't Mei Ming got off work yet? Looking at the empty house, Tianyu thought for a while, then went straight after cooking. I have to surprise Terumi Mei. After a while, the door was opened, and Terumi Mei walked in with a tired face. Although she has become a Mizukage, she has too much work to do in Kurigakure village, so she is also very tired. Someone. Terumi Mei suddenly smiled, then came to the kitchen, and immediately saw Tianyu who was cooking. Terumi Mei stepped forward and hugged Tianyu directly behind him. "You're back, Mei Mei," Tianyu said softly. "Well, have you come to see me?" Terumi Mei said happily. "Okay, let's take a shower. The meal will be ready soon," Tianyu said. "Okay." Terumi Mei went straight to take a bath, while Tianyu continued to cook. After Terumi Mei came out of the bath, Tianyu just finished cooking, and then the two of them had dinner together. After eating, the two also leaned against each other and talked to each other. "By the way, there is something for you this time." Tianyu took out a scroll. "What is it?" Terumi Mei asked curiously. "Thunder Sword, one of the 7 ninja swords," Tianyu said. "It turned out to be this knife. Have you met that Kurosuke Lei Kiba?" Terumi Mei asked curiously. "It wasn't me, but one of my subordinates met Kurosuke Rai Kiba who was fighting Konoha's Hitaki Kakashi. After that Kurosuke Rai Kiba died, he brought it here, so I'll bring it to you. Now, your ninja sword 7 people can be full," Tianyu said. "Well, Tianyu, you are so kind," Terumi Mei said happily. "Also, I'm already planning to start the Sunagakur village during the Konoha Chunin exam in a month, and I've already got the news that Cage will go to Konoha to watch the game, so I'll start at that time." Tianyu directly talked to Terumi Mei about it. "You don't have to tell me about such an important thing," Terumi Mei said quietly, but her face was very happy, because Tianyu was able to tell her such an important thing. She was very happy. "With our relationship, what can't we say?" Tianyu laughed. "Well, but you have to be careful. Although your strength is very strong, you can't be careless in the war," Terumi Mei reminded. "Don't worry about this, I will not be involved in this war. This time Nagato will lead. I will go to Konoha to deal with the 5 generations of Cage," Tianyu said. "Well, that's good." Hearing this, Terumi Mei finally let go of her worries. She also knows that the 5th generation of Cage is a mere Cage level. It is impossible to beat Tianyu's opponent at all. Early the next morning, Tianyu returned directly to a Megakure village. It's really convenient to have Horaishin. Tianyu sighed, and in an instant he crossed half a continent and returned to a Megakure village. At this time, Shui Wuyufeng, Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon, and Uzumaki Karen have arrived at the door of a Megakure village. They are ready, and their relationship is also good. "Well, seeing you have a good relationship, I'm relieved. I'm sorry, I'm late." Tianyu appeared in front of them and apologized. "Lord Tianyu," Mizuno-Yukikas and Gaidong Shanyu respectfully said, while Uzumaki Karen looked at Tianyu with Yuhi's face. "Okay, let's go." Tianyu laughed. He also saw Karen's expression, but he didn't care. After all, the other party was just a child. "Ah, Lord Tianyu smiled at me. So happy." Karen fell into a fantasy. Under the leadership of Tianyu, the 3 of them headed towards Konoha village. Along the way, they also encountered other ninjas from Shounen village, all of whom went to take the Chunin exam in Konoha, including Taki Ninja Village and Tang Ninja Village, etc. A week later, Tianyu brought Karen and 3 people to the gate of Konoha village. Konoha village is here. This was the first time Tianyu officially came to Konoha village. As this Konoha village, compared to a Megakure village, it's about the same. Uzumaki Karen thought to himself at the same time. "Okay, let's go," Tianyu said, then walked to the guard. "Hello, we came from a Megakure village to take the Chunin exam, this is the proof." Tianyu handed the proof directly to Gang Ziti. "Yeah." Gang Ziti took a look, and suddenly became serious. "Azumo, take them to see Lord Hokage." "Everyone, welcome to Konoha, please," Kamizuki Azumo said respectfully. There was no way to be disrespectful. After all, a Megakure village is not ordinary, not a small ninja village. "Let's go. It just so happens that I haven't seen the 3 generations of Hokage." Tianyu took Karen and the others to the Hokage office. Chapter 683 Reminder. Hokage's office. Kamizuki Azumo brought Tianyu and the 4 of them here. "Lord Hokage, a Megakure village and his party are here." Kamizuki Izumo reported. Me reference mark me. Come in, came the old voice of the 3 generations of Hokage. Tianyu directly took Karen and the 3 of them in, and then saw the 3rd generation of Hokage, Sarutobi Hiruzen, and the 3rd generation of Hokage also looked over, and immediately stood there for a while before reacting. I didn't expect it to be you, come here in person. 3 generations of Hokage said in surprise. This is the first time we met. 3 generations of Hokage. Tianyu looked at the 3 generations of Hokage, who looked very old, obviously not too old. That's right, this is the first meeting, the head of the Omegakure village, Senju Tianyu. Said the 3 generations of Hokage. This is the one from our Omegakure village to take the Chunin exam this time. Tianyu said. Well, just register, that's it. Said the 3rd generation of Hokage. Then, we're leaving. Tianyu nodded, then left the place directly, and didn't have anything to say to him, and then went to the accommodation arranged by Konoha. Tianyu left. Danzo walked over. Sarutobi, this is an opportunity. What do you want? Sarutobi looked at Danzo. This time they only came with 4 people, we can completely take him down, and then completely control him. In this way, Mokuden wood style can be used for us. Said here, Danzo has become a fanatic. No way. Sarutobi stood up directly and objected, are you crazy? Danzo, you will provoke unimaginable enemies for Konoha like this, don't you know how powerful Mokuden wood style is? It's not at all the power we can fight. Sarutobi had seen Senju Hashirama's Mokuden wood style strong, so he didn't plan to fight Tianyu at all. Mokuden wood style is strong because of Shodai first Sama, not him, how could he possibly be on a par with Shodai first Sama? Danzo said dismissively, not paying attention to Tianyu at all inside. No, I will never allow you to do this, as long as I'm still Hokage, you don't want to do it. Sarutobi said firmly. Humph, you will regret it, Sarutobi. Danzo slammed the door angrily and walked away. I can't risk it, Sarutobi whispered as he watched Danzo leave. The root base, Danzo returned angrily, Sarutobi, you are too weak. Only when I become Hokage, will I take Konoha to the top. I will definitely get Mokuden wood style, let him be in my hands the most powerful weapon ever. Danzo was clearly not going to die. At this time, Tianyu and the other 4 had also arrived at the place where Konoha had arranged. Tianyu sensed it and found that Anbu was watching the place secretly, but it was understandable, after all, so many ninjas from other villages came to Konoha's interior. You can go and look around in Konoha village, let's go. Tianyu said to the 3 of them. Yes, the 3 of them went out happily. Just when Tianyu was thinking about going there, the ring on his hand suddenly lit up, and then Tianyu received a message, is Orochimaru looking for me? And it's still within the confines of Konoha village. It seems that he is still going to execute the so-called Konoha crash plan. Tianyu didn't think too much, and walked directly to the place that Orochimaru had notified. This is a virgin forest. As soon as Tianyu's observation haki opened, he sensed the breath of Orochimaru, walked in directly, and saw the figure of Orochimaru. Orochimaru, do you have anything to do with me? It's Zero Burial. Orochimaru looked over. I'm here this time to know if Zero Burial is interested in one of my plans. Orochimaru smiled. What plan? Talk about it. Tianyu looked at Orochimaru. My plan is the Konoha collapse plan. In the last game of the Chunin exam, I will join forces with Sunagakure and my Otogakure to launch a surprise attack on the Konoha village. I will directly expand the enchantment and kill the 3 generations of Hokage. Orochimaru put the main said the content. To be honest, Orochimaru, your main purpose is not Konoha village, but the 3 generations of Hokage, right? Tianyu saw the true purpose of Orochimaru. Oh, how did you see that? Orochimaru asked, smiling as well. It's very simple, because you also know that the true power of Konoha village is simply not something that your people can deal with. The mere Sunagakure, they can send at most 100 ninjas here, so your power, after all, is it to disturb Konoha's line of sight? Tianyu said. As expected of a zero burial. You actually saw it. Orochimaru didn't deny it. Otogakure was just some cannon fodder in his eyes. Do you want to fight against the third Hokage? I have just met the third Hokage. To be honest, he is really old, and I am afraid that he can't fight at all. The original Shinobu has reached such a point now. I wonder how much strength he has left. Tianyu shook his head. Yeah, that's why I wanted to give him a ride. Orochimaru showed a memory expression, and then disappeared instantly. It's not an honor to let your teacher die in battle when he still has the strength to fight. For ninjas, dying of old age is not a kind of sadness. Tianyu shook his head. Orochimaru didn't say anything, because what Tianyu said was what he thought, and then Orochimaru changed the subject. I don't know what you are going to do here. I came here to give Sunagakure a false impression and make them think that I won't do it when the Chunin exam is held in Konoha. In fact, I'm ready to do Sunagakure completely. Tianyu said. I really feel sad for those Sunagakures. I actually offended you. Orochimaru sighed. If there's nothing wrong, let's just do it. Also, Orochimaru, be careful of the death-defying counterattack of the third-generation Hokage. You must know that he will still ghoul seal this ninjutsu, then don't be overcast. Otherwise, your soul will definitely not be able to bear it. After all, you have finally completed your soul now. Tianyu reminded. Orochimaru's body was shocked, and then his eyes sharpened. Thank you for reminding me. Orochimaru almost forgot about this ninjutsu. Indeed, if he was hit with this ninjutsu, his soul would be ruined. Just be careful yourself, Tianyu reminded, and then left. Mr. Sarutobi. Orochimaru's eyes showed. It was a pair of 3 Tomo Sharingan, exuding a strange light. Looking for a Yuhi bag for Chinese New Year. Chapter 684 Conflict. This is exactly the 1 to 3 Tomo Sharingan that Tianyu gave to Orochimaru. After Orochimaru was fully researched, it was installed into his body. N-Eri summation. Now Orochimaru has gradually given up the technique of reincarnation, because if it continues like this, his soul will not be able to bear it, so Orochimaru found his original body, and then cultivated Hashirama cells in it, and transplanted Sharingan. Now Orochimaru's crippled soul has recovered and has reached Orochimaru's peak state. Although I've recovered, I still want to study Sharingan. Uchiha Itachi, Uchiha Sasuke. Ha ha ha. Orochimaru showed a stern smile, and left the place directly. Konoha village. At this time, Naruto and the others were still in conflict with the people of Sunagakure village. You damn brat, you dare to hit me and seek death. Kankuro said angrily. Hey, let go of the Konoha Maru. Naruto said, pointing at Kankuro. Naruto-san, come and save me. Konoha Maru struggled. I'm here to save you, Konoha Maru. Naruto ran over directly, and then saw a chakra thread appearing directly on Kankuro's hand, controlling Naruto's feet, and then Naruto fell directly to the ground. Cut, is Konoha's genin at this level? Kankuro said dismissively. Whoosh, I saw a stone hit Kankuro. Shoo, a piece of sand appeared in front of Kankuro, and then resisted the stone. Who, come out for me. At this time, Kankuro also noticed the opponent's attack and shouted. I saw Sasuke appearing directly on a tree next to him, holding a gravel in his hand. Apparently it was Kankuro he attacked just now. At this time, Gaara also appeared in front of Temari and Kankuro, looking at Sasuke. Obviously sees Sasuke's good strength. Wow, so handsome. Temari looked at Sasuke with bright eyes, because she had never seen this type of handsome guy before. Gaara, you are here. Kankuro said. Well, don't engage in pointless conflict with the Konoha people. Gaara said. I see. Although Gaara is his younger brother, Kankuro is used to listening to Gaara's words. What's your name? I'm very interested in you. Gaara looked at Sasuke. Uchiha Sasuke. How about you? Sasuke responded. Sand Falls Gara, Gara said. It's so lively here. Mizuno Yukika's, Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon, and Uzumaki Karen also appeared here, and immediately saw the ninjas of Sunagakure village. Who? Sasuke and Gara looked directly over. Sasuke became serious, because he felt the strength of the other party, and the three of them were obviously not weak. People from a Megakure village. Gara and the three of them looked ugly, because they were mortal enemies between Sunagakure village and a Megakure village. It's interesting, the people of Sunagakure village are also participating in this exam. Ghost Lantern Shanyu said. Humph. People from a Megakure village, don't be too proud. During the exam, please pray that you don't meet us. Kankuro also said fiercely. Let's go. This is not the time for conflict. If there is any conflict, let's talk about it during the exam. Gara said, then took Tamari and the others out of here. Just when Mizukika's and the others were about to leave, Sakura finally couldn't help it. Wait, who are you guys? Why are the ninjas from the outer village coming to our Konoha village? Sakura asked. Don't you know? Karen looked at Sakura disdainfully. For some reason, she just couldn't get used to Sakura. We were invited to take the Chunin exam. If you don't know, you should ask your instructor. Then everyone left. As the Chunin exam. It's interesting. Sasuke thought of the strength of the four people just now. I really hope to play against them. Let's go. Let's find Kakashi, sensei. Naruto said, and the three of them walked towards Kakashi. Oh, you already know that. So, here's the registration form. Those who want to participate, go to a place to sign up the day after tomorrow. Kakashi said, and then left here. Chunin was about to start, as he the elite Jonin of Konoha village are very busy. Then, the time came directly to the time when the Chunin exam started. After Naruto and the others passed the demonic illusion test, they came to the place where the first exam took place. Kabuto still appeared in front of Naruto and Sasuke, and then handed over his message. This is the ninja card that I have collected over the years. It has information on most people. Do you have anything you want to know? Kabuto revealed smile. Gara from Sunagakure village, and those three from a Megakure village. Sasuke said directly. Oh. Do you have a name? If that's the case, then it's easy. Kabuto directly took out Gara's information. It's amazing. The other party actually performed B-level ninjutsu. The key is to complete it without injury. This is still genin. Kabuto pretended to be surprised. It's really amazing. Even Sasuke couldn't help but sigh, but he didn't care, because in the past 2 days, his Sharingan has been turned on. And it has also evolved into a double Tomo Sharingan, which greatly increased his strength. Therefore, he is also very confident in his own strength. As for the people from a Megakure village, I'm sorry, I didn't collect it. Kabuto said embarrassedly. In fact, he had information on a Megakure village, but he didn't plan to show it. Che, it's really crude information. Sasuke said disdainfully. He. There's nothing you can do about it. After all, there are so many ninjas in the ninja world, it's impossible for everyone to have information. Kabuto laughed. Next, the people of Odogakure village still clashed with Kabuto, and then Konoha's ninjas arrived. The first exam officially started. The first exam, cheating is not allowed. Once found, a group of people are disqualified. Ibiki said solemnly. Then, everyone started their own actions. Kagura Heart Eye. Karen directly used his perception ability, started perception, and then wrote the answer. The technique of hydration. Ghost Dengi directly hydrated his legs, and then went to find the answer. The technique of ice mirror. Shui Wuyufeng used Hyoten ice style. An extremely small ice mirror appeared in the examination room, and then reflected, providing him with the answer. The people in the examination room showed their magical powers in order to get the answer of the examination. Of course, there were also people who were found out. New Year's Yuhi Bag. Chapter 685 Snake is now. Office, Tianyu and Jonin, the leaders of the candidates, came here one after another, and watched the situation in the examination room through the crystal ball of 3 generations of Hokage. Miscellaneous approximately equal the image G approximately equal the image. The three generations of Hokage also saw the movements of the three people, Suzuki, Oni-lan, and Uzumaki Karen, and couldn't help but sigh, a Megakure village is really full of talents. This is the Suzuki, Oni and Uzumaki clan, right? Three generations Hokage saw it directly. As expected of the third generation of Hokage. The eyes are really old. Tianyu did not deny it, and directly admitted their identities. Others were surprised when they heard it, because these three families are famous families in the ninja world, and they didn't expect all of them to appear in a Megakure village. It seems that they have to recalculate the strength of a Megakure village. Even if I'm a genin all my life, I want to be a Hokage. This is my ninja. With Naruto's shout, the first exam ended. Tianyu looked at this scene and couldn't help but laugh. I always feel that what he said will come true. Oh, does Your Excellency Tianyu think he has the qualifications to become a Hokage? Said the third Hokage. No, I mean, he was talking about genin all his life. Tianyu laughed. Even the three generations of Hokage didn't know what to say when they heard Tianyu's words. The first exam is over, then I'm leaving. Tianyu left the Hokage office directly, and then returned to his residence. The next day, in front of the Forest of Death, the second exam began. With the beginning of the exam, everyone went to the Forest of Death in small groups, and then began a 5-day scroll battle. Let's get started. Karen, please phosphorus. Mizunozukikas looked at Karen. They all knew that Karen was still a perception ninja. Leave it to me. Karen opened Kagura's eyes directly, and then directly found a team of ninjas around him. I found it, at 3 o'clock. 1 kilometer away. Karen opened his eyes said. Then let's go straight. We can't lose face for a Megakure village. Ghost Lantern said. Let's go. Mizuno-yukikas and the three of them ran directly towards the place Karen sensed. Soon, Karen and the others saw the figure of each other. This was a team of Konoha ninjas. At this time, they also noticed that Karen and the others were coming. They quickly became alert, took out kunai, and faced Karen and the others. Hand over your scrolls. Mizukikas looked at the three Konoha genins. Humph. Don't be too arrogant. It's just a mere Megakure village, how can it be compared with our Konoha ninjas? The other party said directly and arrogantly. Humph. I'm not ashamed. Frost Nova, Shui Wuyufeng disdainfully said, and then I saw the surrounding temperature drop sharply, and then the three genins on the opposite side were directly frozen into ice block, completely unable to fight back. Che, how powerful did I think I could have? It was solved so easily. Gui Deng Shanyu looked at the three Konoha genins with disdain, thinking that the other party would be able to hold on to a few moves, but he was unexpectedly killed in seconds. Let's see what scrolls they are. It's better to be a celestial scroll. Karen said. Mizukikas came directly to the three Konoha ninjas, then touched their ninja bags, penetrated ice block directly, and took out a scroll. It's a scroll. It's really good luck. I didn't expect to get it directly. Ghost Lantern Shanyu said happily. Good luck indeed, but what happened to the three Konoha genins? There won't be any danger to life, right? After all, we're in Konoha, so it's not good to kill them like this, and we can't cause unnecessary trouble to a Megakure village. Karen said. Don't worry, I just froze them. As long as they are thawed within a day, then they can recover. Shui Wuyufeng glanced at the dark place. Let's go. Then the three of them left here directly. He seems to have discovered us, said a ninja in the dark, the two of them being examiners. Wait a minute. If these three people haven't broken through before night, then save them, and then they will fail, said another ninja. Okay, but I didn't expect the three Megakure villagers to be so powerful. They already have the cultivation of Chunin, right? Already there, it seems that the ninjas in a Megakure village are very strong this time. Then there was no sound, and everything was hidden, leaving only three people who were frozen. He. Uchiha Sasuke. Orochimaru killed three ninjas in the small ninja village, and then peeled off one's face, the art of writing face. Then he walked directly into the forest of death. Sasuke, Naruto and Sakura also came to the forest of death. They were very lucky not to encounter a single opponent. Ah! I suddenly have a urgency to urinate. Naruto shouted. Idiot, Sasuke said dismissively. Watch out for the code. Naruto, Sakura reminded. However, Naruto didn't remember the code at all. In the dark, a pair of snake eyes looked at them. Have you finally found it? Ha ha ha, the good show has begun. I saw a huge snake crawling directly towards the place where Naruto left. Just let me play with you guys. Play? Huh, Sasuke suddenly became serious. What's wrong, Sasuke? Sakura wondered. There are enemies. Sasuke looked around seriously. Papa, as expected of the Uchiha clan. He is really sharp. Orochimaru stepped out. Then, let's start the scroll battle now. Orochimaru took out his own scroll and swallowed it. Into the stomach. Suddenly, killing intent is revealed. How is this possible? Sasuke looked at Orochimaru in horror, never expecting the other party to have such a powerful murderous aura. Is it still a Genin? Chunin exam, how can there be such a terrifying guy? Were you actually deterred by the murderous aura? That's not good. Orochimaru threw a hand of kunai directly at Sasuke. Damn, move me, Sasuke shouted directly, and at a critical moment, the kulu in his hand stabbed his thigh, and then because of the pain, Sasuke avoided. Ha 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 ha, it's really interesting. Then, let me take a good look at your talent. How does it compare to Uchiha Itachi? Orochimaru showed an interested expression. And Sasuke, after hearing that name, his face changed instantly. Chapter 686 Preliminary Selection. You know him. Tell me, where is he? The hatred for Itachi suppressed Sasuke's fear of Orochimaru, and he immediately asked Orochimaru frantically. NNS. Uchiha Itachi. Orochimaru hummed Isho, with the current you, what can you do? Orochimaru said disdainfully. Tell me, where is he? Kaden Fire Style, Great Fireball Jutsu. Angry Sasuke, a large fireball directly attacked Orochimaru. Let me tell you, the difference in strength. Futon Wind Style, Daitapa, Great Breakthrough. Orochimaru looked at Sasuke disdainfully. Facing Sasuke's Kaden Fire Style, he used Futon Wind Style instead. Style, you must know that the wind can help the fire. However, to Sasuke's surprise, his Kaden Fire Style did not follow the wind, but was directly blown out by Orochimaru's Futon Wind Style. Above the big tree behind. Damn, how is that possible? Sasuke looked at Orochimaru in horror. It's really too big a gap. Orochimaru shook his head and said, for Sasuke, he was really disappointed. After all, Sasuke's strength is really bad. Damn, don't underestimate people. Sharingan is a windmill. Sasuke threw a shuriken directly at Orochimaru. Children's tricks. Orochimaru dodged in a flash. It's not over yet, Sasuke shouted, and then a steel wire appeared in his hand, which was directly connected to the shuriken just now, and then tied Orochimaru, who had not responded, directly. Orochimaru didn't resist. He wanted to see what Sasuke could do. He saw layers of steel wire wrapped directly around Orochimaru, and then tied Orochimaru to a big tree. Give me death. Kaden Fire Style, Dragon Flame Jutsu. Sasuke directly hit Orochimaru with a more powerful Kaden Fire Style directly. Boom. Orochimaru was directly hit by this trick Kaden Fire Style. However, for Orochimaru, this kind of trick could not hurt him at all. Have you solved it? Sasuke thought to himself as he watched this scene. Boom. Orochimaru broke the steel wire directly, and then walked over. He was unharmed and walked slowly to Sasuke, and Sasuke, under Orochimaru's killing intent, was completely unable to move. Well done, although it's not very good, it's still enough for research, then, I'll give you a gift. I hope you like it. Orochimaru stretched his neck directly, and then came to Sasuke's neck, bit down. Ah! Sasuke let out a scream, and saw the Orochimaru's curse mark of the sky directly appeared in his wound. At the moment when the curse mark was formed, Sasuke still couldn't bear the pain and passed out. At this time, Orochimaru manipulated the Orochi just now and came back here. I saw that Orochi had 3 tomo in his eyes. It was Orochimaru who printed the demonic illusion in the snake's eyes, which captured Naruto. Naruto hit demonic illusion directly, and then passed out. Orochi opened his mouth, and then spit out Naruto. Orochimaru also knew the identity of Naruto Kyuubi, Nine Tails Jinchuriki Column Force, so he didn't confront Naruto either. People started, and then left here. Orochimaru left. Sakura finally reacted. The whole body fell to the ground, shaking all over. She never thought that they would meet such a terrifying person. Sakura, who calmed down, stood up. Then he took care of Sasuke and Naruto. At the same time, the news that Orochimaru came to Konoha also passed to the ears of the 3 generations of Hokage. Orochimaru. 3 generations of Hokage recalled himself, the most outstanding disciple, and never thought that the other party would come back here at this time. However, I won't let you hurt Konoha, even if it costs my life. 3 generations of Hokage looked serious. The whole Konoha became tense in an instant, and a large number of Anbu appeared in every corner, and began to patrol and be vigilant to prevent the sudden attack of Orochimaru, because only the older generation knew the horror of Orochimaru. In the Forest of Death, the 3 of them, who had already snatched the scroll, had already reached the central tower, and at this time, Gaara and the other 3 had also arrived at the same time, and then collided directly. I didn't expect you to arrive. Ghost Lantern Shanyu looked at Gaara and said. Each other. I hope you don't meet us next time. Gaara also sneered, and then left. Shui Wuyufeng and the others did not pay attention to Gaara and the others, and walked into the tower. Now is not the time to fight with the people of Sunagakur village. After handing in the scrolls of heaven and earth, everyone rested here and waited for 5 days later. Everyone's arrival. This time, the strength of the people from Sunagakur and Omegakure villages is very strong. They came to the tower in such a short time, and they haven't been injured in the slightest, not even dust. It seems that they were killed in seconds. The opponents. The tower's ninja couldn't help but exclaimed in surprise. Indeed, the ninjas sent from these 2 villages this time are very powerful. Others also agreed. In the next time, Sasuke and Naruto still met Orochimaru's men, and then Sakura fought to protect Sasuke and Naruto, and then the appearance of Little Lee, Sasuke's awakening, nothing changed, and finally, everyone they still came to the tower one after another. What has changed is that Kabuto did not appear here and gave up the game. Then began the Chunin exam preliminaries. This time there were no other ninja villages at all, only Konoha village, Sunagakur village, Omegakure village, and Otogakure village, a total of 21 people, because there are 21 people, so there will be 1 bye. So, who will be in the first match? Following Gekko Hayate's words, everyone turned to the big screen. Uchiha Sasuke vs Kim Che, is it actually those people? However, even if it's a woman, I won't be merciful. Sasuke walked down with a serious face. As Orochimaru-sama looking for someone, Jin walked down with a heavy face and looked at Sasuke, but he was not afraid at all. Then, the game begins. Gekko Hayate said, then backed away. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Sasuke directly attacked first. He knew that he wouldn't be able to support himself for long, so he attacked first. Ping, ping, ping. Jin took out 1,000 copies, threw them all out, and hit Sasuke's kunai. On the first day of the new year, everyone is asking for Yuhi bags. Chapter 687 Ice vs. Ding bell bell. I saw Jin's chinbin directly hit the wall in the distance, while the chinbin was wrapped with steel wire and bells. SV. This is a bell. Sasuke looked at each other strangely, not knowing what the bell was for. Peng. Tianyu appeared directly at the scene, in front of Shui Wuyufeng, Gaidong Shanyu and Uzumaki Karen. Looks like I'm not late. Lord Tianyu. The 3 said hello at the same time. Yeah, we'll see your performance later. Tianyu said, If you all pass the preliminaries, I'll give you a reward. Tianyu laughed. Yes, Lord Tianyu. All three were immediately excited because they knew what it meant. Tianyu only made the 3 generations of Hokage and Kakashi, as well as the hidden Orochimaru, pay attention to it. Tianyu, how could they not recognize each other? To know that he is the leader of a Megakure village, their mortal enemy of Sunagakure village. Why is this guy here? Kankuro said in horror. Don't worry, Kankuro, he won't shoot here. Marky also appeared here, although a little surprised, he calmed down. I see. Kankuro calmed down after Marky's words. On the battlefield below, the appearance of Tianyu did not affect the battle between Sasuke and Jin at all. After Jin sent out his demonic illusion medium, he directly launched his own special voice demonic illusion. This is demonic illusion. After hearing the sound of the bell, Sasuke reacted directly, his body froze. You lose. Kim smiled after seeing the influence of Sasuke Cup's own demonic illusion, and then threw a handful of books at Sasuke. If it hit, Sasuke would lose. Damn, I'm Sasuke Uchiha, how could I possibly lose here? Demonic illusion. Then I can't control so much now. Sharingan, open. At this time, Sasuke directly turned on his Sharingan. Double Tomo's Sharingan broke free of Kim's demonic illusion as soon as it opened. What? My demonic illusion. Before Jin could be surprised, he saw Sasuke attacking her directly, very fast. Take it. Sasuke directly performed the fighting technique and attacked Jin. At the same time, Sasuke was still enduring the pain from his body, because he felt that his curse was in such a state, but he was still endure it, at least defeat the opponent first and win the game. Sasuke, who was completely unexpected by his demonic illusion, was able to break free and attacked himself. Jin was directly seized by Sasuke, and then approached and punched. Ah! Jin screamed directly, only to see that Jin was severely hit in the abdomen by Sasuke's fist. The whole person fell to his knees directly, and then lost consciousness. Victor, Uchiha Sasuke. Gekko Hayate directly announced upon seeing this. Hearing the news of his victory, he collapsed directly. Just as Sasuke was about to fall, Kakashi immediately appeared beside Sasuke, then supported Sasuke, and after saying hello, he left with Sasuke. To help Sasuke seal Orochimaru's spell, and Orochimaru saw this and left here quietly. The second match, Mizukikas vs Aburame Shino. Everyone immediately came to the spirit, because this is the battle between the ninjas of a Megakure village and Konoha ninjas, just to take a look at the strength of a Megakure village. After seeing their names, Suzukikas and Aburame Shino came directly to the arena. The game is on, Gekko Hayate said. With Gekko Hayate's order, Miyukikas attacked directly, and Aburame Shino did the same. The two fought together in an instant. Neither of them used ninjutsu, but the fighting technique, punching punches after punches. Circle, boom. Shui Wuyufeng directly seized an opportunity, and then kicked Aburame Shino away. Aburame Shino directly retreated, and did not continue to move forward, because he knew that his fighting technique was not as good as the opponent's, but he didn't care either, because he didn't eat with the fighting technique. Secret technique to send bad S. Shino directly released a large number of S from the cuffs of his hands, a black piece, and attacked towards Shui Wuyufeng. And repellent. Seeing this, Shui Wuyufeng also knew Shino's attack method. However, he did not panic in the slightest. However, facing me, you are still a lot worse. Just after Feng's words were finished, a large amount of cold air suddenly erupted from his body, and the temperature of the entire space dropped directly. Hyoten ice style freezing technique. With the outbreak of the cold air of Shui Wuyufeng, all the S close to Shui Wuyufeng were frozen and completely lost their vitality. All the S died directly. The slightest escape. What? Aburame Shino looked at Shui Wuyufeng in surprise, and never thought that his were completely useless. Is this the Hyoten ice style of the Shui Wuyu clan? The power is really great. Asuma, Yuhi, Guy and other Jonin suddenly became serious. They also knew the power of Hyoten ice style absolutely very powerful. Shino, it's a bit difficult now. It's really not easy to win. Yuhi looked at Shino with some worry. Your bug, when it comes to facing my Hyoten, ice style, is completely useless, so this time you are sure to lose. Suzufeng looked at Shino and said. The battle has not reached the last step, and no one knows what the result will be. Although Shino's face was ugly, he did not give up, because the battle was not over yet. Really? Then let you see my strength. Demonic mirroring ice crystals. With the shouting of the water without moonwind, the water liquid directly gathered in the surrounding air, and then formed a large amount of ice. The wall directly surrounded Shino. Not good. Shino suddenly felt bad and wanted to rush out. However, at this time, Miyuetsuka's had already entered the ice mirror, and then moved instantly, appeared in front of Shino, and then kicked Shino directly, and Shino directly retreated between the ice mirrors. What a fast speed. This speed has reached the limit of Jonin. Guy watched the movement of the water without moonwind seriously, and was also surprised by the speed of the other party. It seems that there is really no chance of success. Asuma lit the cigarette directly. As Jonin, he could see the huge gap between the two sides. Chapter 688 Hydration. Ninjutsu like Hyoten, ice style, is too big a threat to Shino. Otherwise, with Shino's strength, how could such a situation happen? Yuhi said with an ugly face. Scene. It's really bad luck, Guy said. At this time, the situation at the scene was basically settled. I saw that no matter how many Shino released, they couldn't attack the water without the moon and the wind. Instead, they were completely frozen by the opponent, and a large area died, and the ground was covered with water. The corpse of the worm was covered. Fu. Shino gasped violently. The restraint is too much, they can't get close to each other at all. Shino's face is ugly, because now, he really doesn't know what to do with the other party. Just as Shino was thinking, Shui Wuyufeng directly moved, and the whole person quickly shuttled through the ice mirrors. His figure appeared in all the ice mirrors, which was completely indistinguishable. Where is it? Shino was surrounded by to prevent the opponent's sudden attack. With these, if the opponent attacked him, maybe he could have a blow. If successful, he would also not to lose. Shui Wuyufeng jumped out of the ice mirror when Shino didn't even react, and then appeared in front of Shino, and stretched out with one hand, Lengyu Shuangwa. The moment Feng's hand touched the endless cold air broke out directly. The outside Shino were directly frozen, and even Shino was frozen together, completely frozen into ice block. It's over, Feng said, then looked at Gecko Hayate. The game is over, the winner, there is no moon and wind. Gecko Hayate saw this and knew that the outcome was already decided, so he also announced directly. Seeing this, Feng also untied the ice block on Aburame Shino very simply, and then returned directly behind Tianyu. Seeing this, Shino also knew that he had lost. Although he was not reconciled, it was the truth, so he could only lost back to his team there. Good job, Tianyu praised, and Shui Wuyufeng was also very excited after hearing Tianyu's praise. The next battle is the battle between Sakura and Ino. Although Sakura can't do ninjutsu at all, Ino can't do anything except one ninjutsu, so the two of them are still the same as the original. Individuals are in a coma at the same time, and both are out. The next two sides in the battle are Tenten and Shikamaru, who are not motivated. Although Shikamaru kept shouting trouble, but when the real fight started, he was completely unambiguous. Tenten threw a large number of throwing tools directly at the beginning, and attacked Shikamaru, while Shikamaru was constantly dodging, and using shadow magic, constantly attacking Tenten. The two sides also hit one at a time. No one can do anything. A large number of ninja tools were thrown directly on the ground, but what Tenten didn't find was that some ninja tools had been connected together, forming a path towards Tenten. Damn! Seeing that the Tenten couldn't take Shikamaru, he took out two scrolls again, intending to continue to attack Shikamaru. Damn! This girl, don't you need money for ninja tools? Why are there so many? Shikamaru looked at Tenten and took out two more ninja scrolls, and was helpless, but the movements in his hands were not slow. Can't let you continue. Shadow mimicry. I saw a dark shadow, which turned into a line, and then added the ninja tools that were connected together, and it was directly connected into a line, and the 10-10 were connected together, and the two were directly connected by the shadow secret technique. Stand up. Shadow mimicry, success. Shikamaru gave a triumphant smile. Damn it. When 10-10 never thought that the ninja tool she threw on the ground would be used, forming the key to overwhelm her. You lost. Shikamaru manipulated the 10-10, then bent down and picked up a handful of kunai on the ground, where the 10-10 had no ninja tools. I lost. Although he was not reconciled, he did lose, so 10-10 still conceded. Winner, Nara Shikamaru. Next game. With Gecko Hayate's words, the big screen jumped again. Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon vs Sark. Is it finally Uncle Ben's turn? Although Sasuke injured his hands, Sark was as arrogant as ever and walked down. With the start of the game, Sark took the lead, Zenkonbo. With a shock, he directly attacked the Ghost Lamp Shanyu. Cut. The rubbish attack, let's get rid of you quickly. You can't keep the adults waiting for a long time. Ghost Lantern Shanyu moved instantly, completely ignoring the opponent's attack, and rushed towards Sak directly. How dare you take my tricks directly? It's just courting death. Sak looked at Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon with disdain. He had already anticipated the fate of Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon. Boom! Zenkonbo directly hit the Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon and penetrated through him. However, what is surprising is that the Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon did not suffer any injuries at all, and the Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon was hit on his body. The place directly turned into a puddle of water, and he himself continued to charge towards Sark unscathed. How could this be? Sak looked at this scene in horror. The hydration technique of the Ghost Lamp family. Konoha's Jonin immediately blurted out their debut. What is the art of hydration? Sakura asked Kakashi, who had returned here by this time. The technique of hydration, as the name suggests, is that the whole person can turn into a pool of water, which is a very powerful bloodstain, because it means that ordinary fighting techniques or physical attacks are of no use to them at all, even if the body is chopped up. As long as they have enough chakra, then they can restore the body. Kakashi explained. There is still such a powerful bloodstain. Sakura and the genin were immediately surprised. However, Kaden Fire style, or Raiden Thunder style, can still hurt them, so don't worry too much about that. Kakashi said. That's good. The genins breathed a sigh of relief, at least they were able to attack each other. At this time, Ghost Lantern Moon has come to Sak. I see how many attacks you can take from me. Zonkong Jibo. In Sak's roar, a more powerful attack than just now was directed towards Ghost Lantern. Month away. Sweden Water style, water gun art. Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon fired a water bomb directly from her finger and attacked the opponent. Looking for a Yuhi bag for Chinese New Year. Chapter 689 Adamantine Ceiling Chains. Go to hell, you bastard! Sark roared, and the powerful impact directly attacked the Ghost Lamp Shanyu. Boom! Tear! Ghost Lantern Moon's water gun art, although the attack looks simple, but the quality is very strong, directly tore Sak's shockwave, and then go towards Sak. How is that possible? Sak put his hands on his chest directly, and then the attack directly hit Sak's hands. Boom! Sark's hands were directly hit in the opposite direction. Ah! Sark let out a scream, and then saw the ghost lamp and the moon has appeared in front of him. Sweden Water style, water cannon art. The ghost lamp crescent moon appeared directly in front of Sark at close range, and then hit Sark's limbs with 4 consecutive water cannon art. Ah! In the screams, Sark fell to the ground, and then couldn't get up at all. He had been disabled, damn it. Sark roared. Sweden Water style, water cannon. Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon didn't care about Sak's roar at all, and pointed his finger directly at Sak's heart, and then shot a water cannon directly, penetrating Sak's heart. In the terrified eyes, Sark was directly killed by the ghost lamp Shanyu. Victor, Crescent Moon, Gecko Hayate said. The Jonins at the scene did not respond, but the Genins were terrified. They never thought that the Otogaker was directly killed, which immediately made them wary of the ninjas in a megacure village. Next, the battle continued. Naruto still met Inuzuka Kiba, or because of a fart, and defeated Kiba. Naruto also continued to advance smoothly, and then there was the battle between Neji and Hanabi. Neji's father was still handed over to the village of Kumogakure, so Neji still hated Hyuga's main clan, and he didn't have a good face in the face of Hanabi's main clan. After Hinata was kidnapped, Hanabi became a new Miss Main Clan, but Hanabi doesn't have the same tolerance for Neji as Hinata, but the two sides have always been in conflict, but Hanabi is not Neji's opponent because of his age. Because the two sides have fought many times, this time, Hanabi is still not Neji's opponent, but Neji did not make any heavy hand on Hanabi. Hanabi was only slightly injured. Uzumaki Karen vs Tamari. After seeing the two lists, both Karen and Tamari walked down and looked at each other. It was a battle between the two villages. A ninja from a megacure village. I won't lose. Tamari looked at Karen, unfolded his huge fan directly, revealing 3 stars, and he used all his strength from the beginning. It's useless, the gap between you and me is too big. You're not my opponent, so just admit defeat. In this way, you can take less damage. Karen advised. Don't underestimate people. Futon Wind Style Itachi. A powerful storm attacked Karen directly, with a large number of wind blades mixed in it. Adamantine Sealing Chains. Karen directly used his attack methods other than sealing, and saw a large number of sealing chains appear directly from Karen's body, and then formed a steel net. Ping, ping, ping. The steel net directly blocked all the wind blade attacks, and then under Karen's control, attacked Tamari. Damn, it's just chains. Futon Wind Style Scythe Itachi. Futon Wind Style, who was even stronger than before, attacked Karen. It's useless. My Vajra chains are not something you can deal with. Karen looked at Tamari disdainfully. The outcome has been decided. Kakashi said while watching this scene, this kind of chain can't be broken by a genin or jonin. The people of Sunagakure village are sure to lose. Kakashi, sensei, what kind of ninjutsu is this? Naruto couldn't help asking, because this girl, like him, had the same surname as Uzumaki. This is the unique ninjutsu of the Uzumaki family, adamantine sealing chains. Only a very small number of people can use it, and the power is very powerful. Kakashi said, even able to bind tailed beasts. Kakashi did not say this to Naruto. Tamari kept using Futon Wind Style ninjutsu to attack, and Karen just blocked and defended with the diamond chain, thus defending all of Tamari's attacks without hurting her at all. Damn, is the gap so big? Tamari looked at this scene helplessly, panting violently, but she was helpless. She had used ninjutsu all over, but still couldn't break the other party's chains. Is there no chakra left? Now it's my turn to attack. Adamantine sealing chains, Karen said, and then saw the chains in the sky, covering the sky and covering Karen. Damn it, I will never admit defeat like this. Tamari roared, waving the fan in his hand and walking away. However, the powerful Vajra chains directly entangled Karen, including her fan, and then all the chains attacked. Tamari had consumed too much and had no resistance at all, and was completely entangled by the Vajra chains, and then can't move. You lost. Karen looked at the other party, then looked up at Tianyu, wanting to ask how to deal with the other party. Maki, Gaara and Kankuro suddenly changed their faces, because they knew that the person in a megacure village might kill, so Maki planned to call out surrender. Let go of her. It's just a genin, Tianyu said. He didn't take Tamari in his eyes at all, he was just a jonin when he grew up, and the other party had no chance to grow up, so Tianyu didn't care at all. Victor, Uzumaki Karen, Gekko Hayate said. Karen saw this and let go of Tamari directly, then returned to Tianyu. Good job, all 3 advanced to the next game. Tianyu praised. Yes, your lord. After receiving Tianyu's compliment, the 3 of them laughed happily. The next battle is Gaara and Little Lee. Although there is no Shukaku tail, Gaara's strength is still powerful and terrifying, especially Gaara's sand control technique, which directly makes his strength reach the level of a special Jonin. The next thing is the same as the original. Gaara relied on his sand control power to directly crush Little Lee, even though Little Lee later opened the 8 inner gates, but he was crushed by Gaara. Even though Little Lee was 5 years old, the door was fully open, but it was still the same as the original, and it was defeated, which only caused Gaara to be slightly injured. Ask Yuhi package for subscription. Chapter 690th Robbery. There are only 3 players left, Kankuro from Sunagakure Village, Choji from Konoha Village, and Tuz from Otobukure Village. Approximately equal the image miscellaneous G. The big screen kept beating. Don't be my turn. Choji kept praying. Kankuro vs Akamichi Choji. Ah, how could this be? Choji urged sadly. Come on, Choji, if you win, you can eat yakiniku. Asuma said. For the barbecue. Long live Plump. Choji came straight to the spirit. Although Choji's spirit is good, facing Kankuro, the gap is still too big. Choji was directly rubbed by Kankuro's paralyzing poison, and then he couldn't move, and the outcome was decided. The next thing is the winner. 1 month later, the last exam was held, and everyone who got the news left here one after another and made their final efforts. Okay, since you all won the game, I'll tell you the truth. What reward do you want? Tianyu and the others asked after they returned to their residence. We want Lord Tianyu to teach us how to cultivate, is that okay? Suzufeng and Gaidong Shanyu said at the same time. Of course. Tianyu agreed immediately, then looked at Karen. How about you, Karen? What reward do you want? Reward. Ah, Karen seemed to have thought of something, and his face turned to Yuhi, not hearing what Tianyu said at all. Tianyu and the 3 of them looked at Karen speechlessly. Sunagakure Village. The leader of a Megakure village went to Konoha Village to take the Chunin exam information, which was directly passed back to Sunagakure Village by Maki. What do you think about this information? 5 generations of Kazekage Pakura asked the elders. This shows that at this time, a Megakure village has no plans to start a war with us, said an elder. This is a fact, so do we need to go to Konoha as planned and seek the support of Konoha Village? Although we don't want to admit it, our battle with a Megakure village has indeed fallen into a disadvantage. An elder said. Let's go to Konoha once. By the way, we can monitor the leader of a Megakure village. If we can't give him a chance, we can directly attack our Sunagakure village. Ebizo said. If that's the case, then let me go once. I hope we can get some support from Konoha Village. As long as we get through this difficult time in a Megakure village, even if we become an affiliated shinobi village of Konoha Village, we can admit it. Pakura said, only when she became Kazekage did she know how difficult it was to sit in this position. If that's the case, I'll leave it to you. Pakura, all the elders headed by Ebizo asked. Then, give Konoha a notice. Kazekage from Sunagakure Village will go to Konoha to watch the last exam. Pakura ordered. Yes. Anbu immediately took the mission command. Konoha Village, Hokage Office. Anbu soon came to Sarutobi. Lord Hokage, got news from Sunagakure Village. Kazekage of the other side will come to watch the game in Chunin exam in a month. Anbu reported. I see. You go down. Sarutobi nodded in understanding. Hey, Sunagakure Village and a Megakure Village. Sarutobi was a little puzzled. Konoha Village. Tianyu brought Shui Wuyufeng, Gaidong Shanyu and Uzumaki Karen here and began to teach them. Karen finally chose this reward. Tianyu directly divided 3 wooden clones, and then at the same time start teaching. Tianyu's teaching to them is to use the vitality of Mokuden, wood style, to nourish their bodies, make their physical fitness a step stronger, and then teach them ninjutsu. After all, there is nothing else to teach them. In Hyoten ice style of Moonless Nights, Tianyu directly taught him all kinds of ways to use frozen fruits in the world of One Piece, King of Pirates, and Tianyu did not have much to teach about the hydration of Ghost Lamp and Crescent Moon. Yes, he was only able to teach him a few Suiden, water-style ninjutsu, but Karen was more simple and gave a few suggestions directly, such as depicting the seal technique on the Vajra chain, so as to attack the enemy. After receiving Tianyu's teaching, the three of them began to cultivate seriously, hoping to get good grades in the exam a month later, and not to embarrass the Omegakure village. After 3 weeks, Orochimaru found Tianyu. Is there something wrong? Orochimaru. Tianyu looked at Orochimaru, who appeared suddenly, and asked. I got the root of the cage operation in Sunagakure village, so I plan to rob and kill the opponent, and then replace me. How about it? Are you interested in taking a look? Orochimaru invited. 5 generations of cage. Tianyu thought for a while. How about leaving her to my subordinates to deal with? Tianyu intends to let Kimimaro, Yakumo and Hinata join forces to deal with the 5 generations of cage Pakura. Of course you can. You can't ask for it. Orochimaru is certainly willing to kill the opponent without fighting. After all, if he doesn't fight, it means that there is no danger. Okay, when you leave, look for me, Tianyu said. Okay, the day after tomorrow, Orochimaru said, and left. Tianyu directly notified the 3 Kimimaros through a special contact method, and asked them to rush to the territory of the Land of Wind, and then join him to hunt the 5 generations of cage. The Lord has a mission for us. Let's go. The destination is the Land of Wind, and the target is the 5th generation of cage. Kimimaro said. Brother Tianyu. Then let's go, Yakumo said, and the 3 of them headed towards the Land of Winds after talking about Konan. At this time, cage Pakura of the 5th generation of Sunagakure village also took 4 shadow guards from Sunagakure village to Konoha village, while Tianyu and Orochimaru, adding a Kabuto, went to the Land of Wind and went to cage of the 5th generation. 3 days later, Tianyu and the others came to the Land of Wind, and then they joined Kimimaro. Lord Tianyu, Kimimaro, Yakumo and Hinata respectfully said. Okay, get ready, the next battle is up to you, don't be careless, although the opponent is weak, it is also cage. Tianyu reminded. Yes, your lord, the 3 Kimimaro replied. Tianyu trained them really well. Their strength is already so strong. With their bloodstains, they are all quasi-cage level powerhouses. Orochimaru said in surprise, while Kabuto watched in horror. Kimimaro 3 people. The main thing is their talent. Tianyu laughed. Where is that cage? Tianyu then asked. Come with me, I've found the other side's trail. Orochimaru laughed, then walked in one direction. Ask for Yuhi bag reward during Chinese New Year. Chapter 691, Ambush cage. After walking for about 10 minutes, Tianyu and the others saw 5 figures headed by cage, the 5th generation of cage Pakura and her 4 shadow guard members. Circle.operator at worm circle.operator. At the same time, Pakura and the others also saw each other, and then saw Tianyu and the others appear in front of Pakura, and Pakura's face instantly turned ugly. Senju Tianyu, Orochimaru. Biting Kiba gnashed his teeth and said the 2 names, are you planning to kill me here? Pakura's face was ugly. That's right, I just want to borrow your life from you. Orochimaru laughed, and in an instant, 5 Orochi appeared at the feet of the 4 shadow guards and devoured the 4 shadow guards directly. No, Pakura stepped back directly, not expecting that the other party would attack directly. Damn, are you trying to attack our Sunagakure village? Pakura asked. Ah, you guessed it, but don't worry, your Sunagakure village will soon be able to go underground with you. Tianyu laughed. Kimimaro, Yakumo, Hinata, this cage will be handed over to you, don't let me down. Tianyu said. Yes, Lord Tianyu. The 3 Kimimaro agreed directly, then walked towards Pakura. Damn, are you underestimating me? Pakura felt that she was underestimated when she saw that Tianyu only let these 3 people deal with her. He, you are a mere cage, 3 of us are enough. Yakumo laughed. Then, don't blame me when you die. Pakura showed murderous intent. It's not certain who will die. Shikatsumiku, dead bone pulse, 10-finger piercing bullet. Kimimaro made a direct move. The 10 phalanges on his fingers turned into bullets and attacked Pakura. Demonic illusion hell viewing technique. Yakumo directly enveloped Pakura with demonic illusion. Humph. Pakura broke away directly from Yakumo's demonic illusion. Shikuden, scorch style, extremely steaming murder. One after another Shikuden, scorch style, fireballs hit Kimamaro's attack. C. The Shikuden, scorch style, fireball collided with the bone and burned, and Hinata's attack arrived. Gentle fist law 8 trigrams vacuum palm. Hinata hit Pakura directly with a chakra. Boom. The hit Pakura turned into a stream of sand, the sand clone. Shikatsumyaku, dead bone pulse, dance of the clematis, flower. Kimamaro threw a chain of bones to the side, and Pakura appeared directly there, where Kimamaro's attack happened. Shikuden, scorch style, net. Pakura's expression did not change, although Kimamaro's blood-stained bones are very hard, even comparable to steel, but Shikuden, scorch style, is not weak at all. Its high temperature is enough to melt steel, although there is no instant it melts bones, but it is enough to counteract its attack. Kimamaro didn't give a damn about it, and rushed towards the opponent. He knew that the opponent's blood-stained long-range attack was powerful, so he wanted to fight the opponent at close range. Seeing this, Pakura also wanted to stop Kimamaro from getting close to him. When she was about to attack, Hinata's attack arrived. Gentle fist 8 trigrams 128 palms. Hinata directly approached Pakura, put Pakura in his 8 trigrams field, and then attacked in succession, 2 palms, 4 palms, 8 palms, 16 palms. 64 palms, 128 palms. Quote. Hinata's gentle fist all hit Pakura, and Pakura immediately stood in place. However, Pakura, who was hit by Hinata, turned directly into sand, and became a sand clone. Hinata saw this, without any hesitation, directly backed away. Go to hell. Shikuden, scorch style, fire dragon. Pakura instantly appeared beside Hinata, and then a huge fire dragon formed by Shikuden, scorch style, hit Hinata directly. Revolving heaven. Hinata instantly stopped his back steps, and then spun directly, releasing the chakra around him, forming a huge sphere, and then blocking the approach of the Shikuden, scorch style, fire dragon. It's not over yet. Revolving heaven strike. Hinata directly manipulated the huge revolving heaven and moved towards Pakura, while she herself left the area of revolving heaven directly. What? Pakura looked at this scene in surprise. It wasn't that she had never met a ninja from the Hyuga clan, and she had seen the opponent use revolving heaven, but she had never seen anyone who could use revolving heaven to attack. Only revolving the huge chakra sphere formed by heaven attacked Pakura. Doden, earth style, earth flow wall art. Seeing this, Pakura directly cast Doden, earth style, defensive ninjutsu. An earth flow wall directly resisted in front of her, and then Pakura avoided the past. 5 senses manipulate visual deprivation. Just when Pakura was just dodging, Yakumo's long-prepared attack directly hit Pakura. Facing this sudden 5 senses demonic illusion, Pakura, who was not prepared, was directly attacked. Not good. Pakura, who was deprived of his vision, immediately felt bad. Without hesitation, Shikuden, scorch style, 5-sided enchantment. Pakura directly used Shikuden, scorch style, to form 5 walls of fire, surrounding living around and above him, forming a Shikuden, scorch style enchantment, and Pakura immediately opened Shikai to remove demonic illusion. Shikatsumyaku, dead bone pulse, death assault. As soon as Yakumo's demonic illusion took effect, Kimamaro charged towards Pakura. His whole body was wrapped in bone armor, forming a powerful defense. And then a bone gun appeared in his hand, a sharp bone gun with a breathtaking light. Kimamaro rushed directly into the Shikuden, scorch style, barrier, and the moment Kimamaro touched the Shikuden, scorch style, barrier, Shikuden, scorch style began to burn Kimamaro's defense. Even though it was bone, the defense was also melted away, but the strong defense force still allowed Kimamaro to charge in unharmed. Kimamaro directly saw Pakura, who was dismantling demonic illusion, and without hesitation, he held the bone gun, stabbed it, and headed towards Pakura's heart, and Pakura sensed the other party the moment Kimamaro entered the barrier, especially when Kimamaro's bone spear pierced he sensed the danger of ultimate. The body moved subconsciously. Pakura's body shifted to the side. Kimamaro's bone spear stabbed Pakura's shoulder, and stabbed a pair of them. Ah! Pakura screamed directly, but violently. The pain also caused Pakura to untangle the demonic illusion and his vision returned. The moment his vision was restored, Pakura saw Kimamaro in front of him, and then without hesitation, Shikuden, scorch-style fireball. Pakura directly spit out a Shikuden, scorch-style fireball towards Kimamaro at the fastest speed, towards Kimamaro and go. Kimamaro's eyes remained unchanged, and he gave up his bone gun directly. Shikatsumyaku, Dead Bone Pulse, Dance of the Willow. Chinese New Year asking for Yuhi bag reward and support. Chapter 692, The Battle of Kazekage. Kimamaro's bone armor, and the whole person turned into a hedgehog, and then rammed towards Pakura. Bug. Kimamaro has the defense of bone armor. He didn't worry about Pakura's Shikuden, scorch-style, attack at all. He smashed the fireball directly, and then approached Pakura. He didn't expect Kimamaro's attack at all. Pakura was directly hit hard, and his whole body was knocked out. There were also large and small wounds on his body. With Pakura's heavy damage, the barrier also collapsed directly. The situation was also exposed in front of everyone. I saw Pakura in the distance, clutching his wound, looking at Kimamaro, while Kimamaro was unharmed, surrounded by bones, like a bone demon. As soon as Pakura and Kimamaro emerged from the barrier, Yakumo and Hinata attacked Pakura. Yakumo demonic illusion interfered, Hinata attacked from a distance, Kimamaro attacked, and the three cooperated tacitly, which directly put Pakura at a disadvantage. The cooperation of the three of them made Orochimaru, who was watching from a distance, shine brightly. It really is a tacit understanding. These three people are all good seedlings. Orochimaru praised, but now Orochimaru is also towards them. There is no greed, after all, he has given up the art of reincarnation now. Their talents are indeed very good. Of course, the most important thing is that the people in Sunagakure village are too weak. To be honest, Kazekage in Sunagakure village is really getting weaker and weaker. Tianyu laughed. He, Sunagakure village met us, and it was their disaster. Counting this, there are already 3 Kazekages who died at our hands. Orochimaru laughed. Ah, that's right, the 3rd generation, the 4th generation plus the 5th generation. Tianyu also laughed, and the two of them were talking like this, while Kabuto, who was next to him, was listening to Tianyu and Orochimaru's conversation in horror. He felt like he was listening. Something amazing happened. Shikuden, scorch-style, fires from the sky. Pakura made another big move. A large amount of Shikuden, scorch-style, flames descended from the sky and attacked the 3 of Kimamaro. Kimamaro and Yakumo didn't react at all. Kimamaro continued to attack Pakura, and Yakumo was preparing for demonic illusion. At this time, Hinata jumped up, revolving heaven. I saw with Hinata's shot, a chakra defensive wall appeared directly above, which is exactly the same as revolving heaven, but it is one-sided, not a sphere. Hinata is now able to use a small piece of revolving heaven to reduce damage. Strength, increased defense. Hinata's revolving heaven wall directly defended against Pakura's attack, and at this time, Kimamaro had come to Pakura, holding the bone knife in his hand and attacked Pakura. Pakura also turned to respond to Kimamaro's attack. At this time, demonic illusion by Yakumo is back. Yakumo's demonic illusion interfered with Pakura again, and then Kimamaro directly seized the opportunity and slashed Pakura with a knife. Damn. Pakura scolded angrily and could only retreat. That demonic illusion ninja was too much. It was difficult, and it interfered with her actions every time, making her at a disadvantage. 8 trigrams breaking the mountain. A more powerful attack than 8 trigrams vacuum palm. It was shot directly from Hinata's hand and headed towards Pakura. Pakura was helpless. Shikuden, scorch-style, blazing spear. A Shikuden, scorch-style, spear formed in front of Pakura, and then hit Hinata's attack. Boom! 8 trigrams and Shikuden, scorch-style, spear collided together, and if there was an explosion, Shikuden, scorch-style, flames scattered. Shikatsumyaku, dead bone pulse, assassination dance. After Hinata's blow, Kimamaro's attack arrived. At this time, Kimamaro had given up the defense of his bone armor, holding a long spear and stabbing Pakura at a very fast speed in the past, like an assassin, with an indomitable momentum. Pakura's heart, and Pakura, who believed in his own feeling, did not hesitate. Shikuden, scorch-style, scorching fire. At this moment, Yakumo's attack interfered. Visual deprivation. Hearing deprivation. Yakumo used 2 5-sense deprivations in a row, which directly caused Pakura to lose the 2 most important abilities of vision and hearing. However, even though she was deprived of her sight and hearing, Pakura gave up tomorrow, because she knew that if she didn't fight back, she would be dead, so she burst out her chakra directly, and then formed a Shikuden, scorch-style, sea, surrounded in his direction. Kimamaro, on the other hand, completely ignored these things, held the spear directly, came to Pakura, and then stabbed at her heart. Although he was deprived of sight and hearing, the ninja's 6th sense still allowed Pakura to avoid this. With a fatal blow, Vivi's body tilted, Kimamaro's spear stabbed through the center of his chest, rubbing his heart away. At this time, Pakura stretched out his hand and grabbed Kimamaro with his own feeling, "Give me death." Burning flames erupt. Pakura's body exploded with endless Shikuden, scorch-style flames, and then burned towards Kimamaro. Burnt. The dance of grass and ferns. Kimamaro didn't hesitate at all. Facing such a dangerous attack, he burst out. In an instant, endless bone spurs erupted directly in this area, and then stabbed Pakura. And Kimamaro also appeared in front of the bone spur defense. At the same time, the attacks of the 2 sides collided, the bone spurs and the burning flames collided, and they reacted violently. Both Kimamaro and Pakura were severely injured, and the 2 immediately retreated, but the other party's attacks continued to be directed at them. Come. The violent burning flames kept heading towards Kimamaro. Kimamaro kept using bones to resist, however, the burning flames still hit Kimamaro, causing deep burns on Kimamaro's body, and at this time, Hinata came here, revolving heaven spinning strike. Hinata appeared directly in front of Kimamaro, and then used revolving heaven, the huge chakra spun directly, and then attacked towards the burning flame, resisting the erosion of the burning flame, while Kimamaro stepped back and dodged burning attack. At this time, Yakumo also launched his long-prepared attack, demonic illusion as an endless thunder. This world directly turned into a world controlled by demonic illusion, and then a large number of thunderbolts attacked Pakura directly. There were bone spurs in front of her, and there were lightning bolts on it. Pakura was struggling to avoid it, and new wounds appeared on her body, but there was no way to do it, she could only keep avoiding it. New Year's Eve for support and rewards. Chapter 693 Kill K's Cage. 10 minutes later, the dance of grass and ferns broke out for 10 minutes, and the thunder and lightning also fell for such a long time. Finally, everything stopped, and Pakura was also covered in scars. Just when Pakura took a breath, Kimamaro, Yakumo and Hinata made another attack of their own. Dance of grass and ferns. Gentle fist method. 8 trigrams break the mountain. 5 senses deprivation. Visual deprivation. Hearing deprivation. The 5 senses demonic illusion hit Pakura directly, and then Pakura lost sight and hearing, and then Hinata's attack came first and went directly to Pakura, and then I saw Kimamaro's bone spurs directly surrounded Pakura. In a circle, he stabbed towards Pakura in the middle. The 3 people attacked at the same time. Pakura didn't react at all, and could only watch as he lost his sight and hearing again. Pakura had no choice but to burst out his chakra with all his strength, releasing Shikuden, scorch-style, flames all around. As a defense, Pakura just released the Shikuden, scorch-style, flame, and then Hinata and Kimamaro's attack arrived. Hinata's mountain-breaking attack directly defeated the Shikuden, scorch-style, flame and made a huge hole. If a large number of bone spurs directly in under Kimamaro's control, he charged in and stabbed at Pakura. A huge number of bone spurs stabbed directly at Pakura. Pakura has lost his sight and hearing, and he can't detect Kimamaro's attack at all. Although the sixth sense senses danger and makes her avoid the surrounding area, the bone spurs have already enveloped this place. In all areas of the film, even though Pakura dodged, she was still completely hit by the bone spurs, and a large number of bone spurs penetrated her body directly, picking her up and hanging on the bone spurs. Damn it! Although Pakura was fatally attacked, as a cage-level powerhouse, she did not die directly, but still kept a breath. Pakura was a little unwilling. At least drag you to hell together. Pakura whispered, sea of burning flames. With Pakura's low voice, her surroundings were directly wrapped by Shikuden, scorched style, and then the endless Shikuden, scorched style, flames attacked all around, towards Kimamaro, Yakumo, Hinata, even Tianyu, Orochimaru and Kabuto away. Facing the surging Shikuden, scorched style flames, Kimamaro, Yakumo, Hinata, and Kabuto, who were less powerful, turned pale, and at this moment, Tianyu took a step forward. Oh. Are you planning to do it yourself? Orochimaru asked in surprise. If I don't make a move, Kimamaro and the others may not be able to resist this move. Tianyu made a seal in his hand, Mokuden wood style attack in all directions. With Tianyu's shot, a huge wooden wall appeared directly around it, and then went to the middle from all sides. When Mokuden wood style touched the flame of Shikuden, scorched style, the flame of Shikuden, scorched style, was directly destroyed by Mokuden, scorched style. Wood style was absorbed, and then continued to compress towards the center. The wooden wall kept approaching, until it came to the dead Pakura, absorbed all the Shikuden, scorched style flames, and then the wooden wall disappeared. It's really a powerful Mokuden wood style. Orochimaru sighed. If he made a move, he could only use the gate of life to resist, or use the molting technique to escape from here. It is impossible to erase it so easily. This trick. Kabuto raised his eyes to hide his shock. Kimamaro, Yakumo and Hinata didn't react at all. They thought Tianyu's strength could easily solve such a situation, so they didn't have much to worry about. After dealing with my Pakura's dying blow, Tianyu came to Kimamaro. Then Mokuden wood style's life force went directly to where Kimamaro was injured, and soon, Kimamaro's wound was healed by Shikuden, scorched style. Thank you, sir, Kimamaro said respectfully. Good job, able to solve a cage level, although the three of you are united, but it is also very good. Tianyu exclaimed. At this time, Orochimaru had already walked in front of Pakura's corpse, and then used the technique of erasing facial expressions, peeling off the other's face and sticking it to his own face, and the substitute became Kazekage Pakura of the 5th generation. Put her body away, take it back and see if Sasori wants to make it into a puppet. Tianyu put away Pakura's body, sealed it in the scroll, and handed it to Kimamaro. Yes, your lord, Kimamaro said respectfully. If he would go back to Omegakure village with Yakumo and Hinata, they would participate in the subsequent battle to destroy Sunagakure village. Well, now we can go to Konoha village. Prepare for the last exam. Orochimaru laughed. He could already imagine Sarutobi's expression when he saw him. Orochimaru was full of anticipation. Tianyu also ignored Orochimaru's bad taste, and the three of them headed back to Konoha village. When they arrived at Konoha village, it was time before the last exam started. Tianyu left Orochimaru directly and walked towards the exam room. Go, and Kabuto also left here, hiding. Orochimaru directly channeled out a small snake, heading towards the forest, and then saw 4 Otogakure appear in front of Orochimaru. See you. It was the 4 Otogakure people. You disguise as 2 people, and then use the 4 purple flame formation directly, you know. Orochimaru said. Yes, Orochimaru-sama, the group of 4 responded. Yeah, seeing this, Orochimaru turned directly into the 5th generation Kazekage Pakura, and the 4 of them combined in pairs to form 2 tall Sunagakure Shadow Guard members, and then together with Orochimaru, went to Konoha village. Orochimaru came to Konoha village. The 3 generations of Hokage Sarutobi who got the news had come to the entrance of the village, waiting for the arrival of the 5 generations of Kazekage. After all, he was the leader of Sunagakure on the same level as him, and he was worthy of him to welcome him in person. "Welcome to Konoha village, Lord Kazekage," Sarutobi said politely. "Come and pick me up if you want." Pakura, who was transformed by Orochimaru, said politely, looking at his teacher up close, the wrinkles on his face, and the smell of aging. Orochimaru strengthened his plan even more. "Then, let's go watch the final exam together," Sarutobi invited. "It's time to work." Orochimaru followed Sarutobi directly to the Chunin exam venue and onto the high platform. "There are 2 seats here, which are for Hokage and Kazekage. As for Tianyu, he doesn't want to appear there, so Sarutobi didn't arrange it. After all, if Tianyu appeared, maybe the 2 sides would fight." With the arrival of Kazekage, Sarutobi also stood up, looked at the genins who had arrived to take the Chunin exam, and announced the beginning of the Chunin exam. "Ask for a reward and ask for a subscription." Chapter 694 Shadow vs. Puppet. With the start of Sarutobi, the audience directly cheered, cheering for Uzumaki Naruto, Hyuga Neji, Nara Shikamaru, Mizuki Kase, Ghost Lantern Moon Moon, Uzumaki Karen, Gaara, Kankuro, 2's 9 people. As for Sasuke, still the same as late. Operator at worm Operator. Uzumaki Naruto vs Hyuga Neji. Uchiha Sasuke vs Gaara. Nara Shikamaru vs Kankuro. Water Without Moon Wind vs Ghost Lantern Crescent Moon. Uzumaki Karen vs 2's. This is the grouping for the last exam, and then under the auspices of Shiranui Genma, the start of the first exam was announced, and Naruto and Neji stayed behind to prepare for the first battle. In the first exam, there was no difference from the original book. Neji developed fatalism because of his father's death. He did not think that Naruto could defeat him, but Naruto believed in his own strength. In the end, Naruto broke out with Kyuubi, Nine-Tails Chakra, while breaking Neji's Gentle Fist Acupoint, defeated Neji and won. Neji was also liberated by Hyuga and changed himself. At the beginning of the second game, Uchiha Sasuke vs Gaara, however, Sasuke was still late, and the audience kept urging, "Let this exam be postponed for the first time. Wait until the end, if it hasn't arrived yet, then announce it." Orochimaru the disguised Kazekage suggested. "Then just follow what Kazekage-sama said." Sarutobi didn't have a problem seeing this. "Then go to the next game first," Shiranui Genma said. Nara Shikamaru and Kankuro came to the venue, because Sunagakure village was not ready to attack Konoha village, so Kankuro did not give up the game, and with the start of Shiranui Genma, the second game started. At the beginning, Shikamaru backed away. He knew that the other party was a puppet master, so he didn't dare to approach the other party. Kankuro saw this and did not take the opportunity to attack, because he knew how far the other party was from him, so he didn't care. "Are you ready, Crow?" Kankuro directly liberated his puppet, and then the chakra line was connected and manipulated. "Ah, it's really trouble. Can you admit defeat?" Shikamaru said trouble, but still hand seal, using the shadow magic. Kunai of the Black Secret Skills Mouth Team. Kankuro made a direct move, and the crow sent out the kunai directly from his mouth, and attacked Shikamaru. "It's really troublesome." Shikamaru also threw the kunai and collided with Kankuro's attack. Black Secret Poison Cone. The crow once again stretched out a free-moving poison cone from its mouth and attacked Shikamaru. "Trouble. Such an opponent is really difficult for me," Shikamaru said in trouble, ran directly in the venue, and then ducked behind the trees. The poison cone directly hit the tree, and Shikamaru avoided it. A disaster. Shadow imitation. After coming behind the tree, Shikamaru directly activated his own ninjutsu, and the black shadow extended directly towards Kankuro. And Kankuro had been on guard against Shikamaru's attack for a long time, and avoided the shadow's entanglement with a single jump. At this moment, the 3 kunai attacked Kankuro, as the attack just now a feint. Kankuro's expression did not change, directly manipulate the crow to resist in front of him. Boom. The moment kunai hit the crow, it exploded. What? It's actually a detonating charm. Kankuro was surprised. At this moment, 4 or 5 smoke bombs were thrown directly by Shikamaru. Exploded around Kankuro. Good chance. Seeing that the smoke covered the area, Shikamaru directly manipulated the shadows, heading towards Kankuro from all directions, directly reaching into the smoke. Caught! Shikamaru exclaimed in surprise. Wrong. However, at this moment, Kankuro appeared directly in front of Rumaru, then threw a kunai and stabbed Shikamaru. What? Although he was surprised, Shikamaru didn't panic at all. He saw that kunai had hit Shikamaru, and Shikamaru turned into a piece of wood. With the avatar technique, Shikamaru appeared on the side, and then there was another burst of detonation symbols. The kunai hit the crow being manipulated by his shadow mimicry. Boom! The crow exploded and turned into pieces. What? Kankuro looked at Shikamaru in surprise. Is your target my puppet in the first place? Yes, you are a puppet master, so my goal just now is to control your puppet, not you. As long as you control your puppet, then you will lose your greatest weapon. Shikamaru laughed. Really? It's a good way, but you still don't know much about puppet masters. Chakra lines. Kankuro was not in a hurry at all, only to see that his chakra lines were connected to the broken puppet fragments, and then one shattered. The puppet was manipulated. Can I continue to use it? Shikamaru asked solemnly. The puppet can still be used unless its manufacturing joint is destroyed. Kankuro explained while looking at Shikamaru. So that's how it is. Shikamaru also became serious, and the shadow was always ready to be dispatched. 6 Knives of Black Secret Skills. I saw 6 scimitars appear directly on Kankuro's crow, and then under the control of Kankuro, attacked Shikamaru. Shikamaru dodged immediately, and then several smoke bombs were thrown out. The scene was shrouded in smoke again. Seeing this, Kankuro immediately became vigilant, preventing the shadow of the other party from controlling his puppet again. Shadow imitation, success. Shikamaru's voice sounded, and then Kankuro was suddenly unable to move. What? Kankuro's body shook, and then the smoke dissipated. Behind Kankuro, a shadow controlled him, and the shadow came from the tunnel created by Naruto just now. My purpose this time is you. I deliberately appeared in that pothole just now, just to attract you, and then use that tunnel to perform shadow imitation, and then control you. Now it seems that I succeeded. Shikamaru laughed, then stood up between Kankuro and Shikamaru, directly connected by a huge shadow. Kankuro couldn't move at all. It's really amazing. Kankuro couldn't help but admire, although the opponent's strength was not as good as his, but the opponent's strategy was really too good. I give up, Shikamaru said suddenly. What? Kankuro looked at Shikamaru in shock. Are you serious? Kankuro never thought that Shikamaru would voluntarily admit defeat under such an advantage. Ask for support. Chapter 695 Chidori singing. Ah, that's right. I admit defeat. Shikamaru repeated again. I'm running out of chakra, and now I really can't think of how to deal with you. When I run out of chakra, I lose. So I admit defeat. You really are. Kankuro gave Shikamaru a complicated look, but he didn't say anything. Sai and Amp, Kai and Amp, Sai. Victor, Kankuro, Shiranui Genma announced. The third battle, Mizunoyuki Kazuki vs. Anakatsutsuki. I admit defeat. Gaidong Shanyu said directly. Crescent Moon. You. Shui Wuyufeng looked at Crescent Moon. It's nothing, your Hyoten ice style is really restraining me too much. Although I don't want to admit it, I'm not your opponent now, but I won't be sure in the future. Gaidong Shanyu laughed. Okay, I'm waiting for you to challenge. Shui Wuyufeng said. Because of the conceding defeat, the winner is Suzukika's. Then in the next match, Uzumaki Karen vs. Twos. Shiranui Genma said. Is it my turn finally? Karen came directly to the exam room, and Toss went down to the exam room immediately. Battle begins. Shiranui Genma stepped back directly. Sound where? Toth started directly, and a sonic attack attacked Karen. King Kong Chain Shield. Karen was not to be outdone. The diamond chain appeared directly, and then formed a shield, which directly resisted himself in front of him. With a ping, it directly blocked Toth's attack. It's really a troublesome chain. It must be attacked at close range. Thinking of this, Toth charged directly towards Karen. Do you want to attack at close range? Karen directly saw the opponent's intention, and then directly manipulated the diamond chain to continuously attack the opponent. Boom, boom, boom. The chains kept attacking Toth, and Toth also flexibly changed directions constantly to avoid Karen's chain attacks. Bounced off the diamond chain and kept approaching Karen. Success. Go to hell. Maximum power. Ring through. Toth finally came to Karen, and then hit Karen with the strongest attack. However, he did not see a trace of sarcasm flashing in Karen's eyes. When Toth's attack was about to hit Karen, Karen moved, Vajra chains and 5 elements seal. 5 chains appeared on Karen's body again. And different from ordinary chains, the front ends of these 5 chains have the existence of chakra and sealing. What? Toth didn't expect that the other party could still launch a chain attack, but now it was too late for him to change his moves, so he could only fight directly. However, the speed of the chain was faster than that of Toth. The chain touched Toth before Toth's attack hit Karen, and Toth was ready to receive the power of the chain. However, unlike what he thought, the chain was in the moment it hit him, the power of the seal acted on him. The seal of the 5 elements was used to seal a person's chakra. In an instant, Toth's chakra was completely sealed. After the chakra was sealed, Toth's attack was completely ineffective. Karen directly manipulated the diamond chain to tie Toth up, and then hung it there. After Toth lost the chakra, he was completely immobile. You lost. Karen looked at Toth disdainfully. Victor, Uzumaki Karen, Shiranui Genma said. Then Karen dropped twos and left here. As for the 5-element seal on the opponent, Karen ignored him at all, just a cannon fodder. Karen's game ended. The game between Sasuke and Gaara was left. However, Sasuke hadn't arrived here, and the audience immediately became impatient. Damn, that Uchiha Sasuke hasn't come yet. Just when Shiranui Genma couldn't hold it any longer and was about to announce Sasuke's abstention, Sasuke and Kakashi appeared in the venue. Huh. Shiranui Genma breathed a sigh of relief. You are finally here. Then the game will begin. Excuse me, Genma, Kakashi said apologetically, then left the place and returned to the auditorium, leaving Sasuke here to prepare for the fight. Gaara also came to Sasuke, waiting for you for a long time, Uchiha Sasuke. Gaara looked at Sasuke, and his heart was full of fighting intent. Then let's fight, Shiranui Genma announced, and instantly backed away. With an order from Shiranui Genma, the battle started instantly. Gaara manipulated the sand to attack Sasuke, and Sasuke used his powerful fighting technique to continuously smash the sand and go towards Gaara. However, Gaara manipulates the sand to constantly block Sasuke's approach. Even though Sasuke is very powerful and uses Raiden Thunder-style chakra to activate his body speed, it has no effect on Gaara at all. Gaara just stands there and controls sand, has already made Sasuke helpless. Damn it! Are my speed and fighting technique completely useless? Sasuke had already turned on Sharingan, but it was completely useless. It seems that I have to use that ninjutsu. Thinking of this, Sasuke stepped back directly. Come on, come to the edge of the game venue, lean against the wall, and start hand seal. Raiden Thunder-style Chidori. As a ball of Raiden Thunder-style chakra appeared on Sasuke's hand, the sharp sound came out directly, at first just a bird chirping, then more and more, until like 1,000 birds, Chidori is officially formed. Looking at the Raiden Thunder-style chakra that appeared in Zuo's assistant, even Gaara became serious, because he felt that this move could threaten him, so Gaara directly manipulated a large amount of sand close to him, forming a huge sand ball, and then completely wrapped itself, and a large number of spikes were formed on the sand ball. Raiden Thunder-style Chidori. Sasuke locked on Gaara the moment Chidori formed, and then shot towards Gaara with lightning speed. Boom! Chidori directly hit Gaara's defense, and then stabbed deeply, but the sand still resisted Sasuke's attack and directly stuck Sasuke, while Gaara was unharmed. Damn! After seeing that he couldn't pull out his arm, Sasuke could only activate Chidori again, because he saw the spikes formed by the sand, stabbing towards him. Boom! Sasuke stepped back directly, and was pierced by the spikes formed by the sand. Chapter 696 Chaos. When Sasuke stepped back, Kabuto, who was hidden in the audience, started, Demonic Illusion Nirvana Priest. I saw a piece of feathers falling directly in the venue, and then shrouded everyone in the past. Ordinary people and genin who had no preparations were all attracted, and then fell asleep. All equal. Demonic illusion solved. And those Chunin and Jonin reacted and solved demonic illusion directly. Boom! At the same time, the moment Kabuto launched demonic illusion, the high platform also exploded, and the smoke directly enveloped the 3rd generation Hokage and the 5th generation Kazekage. Kazekage, played by Orochimaru, directly took the 3 generations of Hokage hostage, and then went to the roof behind, while the 4 of Orochimaru came directly around the roof, and then hand seal in their hands, 4 purple flames. For the barrier formed by Daozian directly surrounded this place, and surrounded the 3 generations of Hokage and Orochimaru. Boom! Boom! At the same time, in the forest outside Konoha village, Otogeker had long been ready. After getting the signal, he directly launched the psychic technique, and saw a huge python dozens of meters long. After being summoned, he attacked the village of Konoha, and the Otogeker who had been preparing for a long time also attacked the village of Konoha. At the competition venue, a sudden change directly alerted Konoha genin who was taking the exam, as well as the ninjas from Sunagakure village. Gaara and the others gathered around Maki, and then watching this scene, the surrounding Konoha ninjas had surrounded them. How could this be? Why did Lord Kazekage do this? Maggie and the others couldn't believe it, because they had not received any news at all. They didn't know why Lord Kazekage did this, and Maggie was a little crazy. Because he knew that Sunagakure village was really going to end. Originally, the relationship between Sunagakure village and Omegakure village was like fire and water. Between the 2 villages, Sunagakure village has fallen into a disadvantage, but now Lord Kazekage is still attacking Konoha's Hokage. If the calculation is successful, then Konoha village will not be released. Passing Sunagakure village, it can be said that Sunagakure village is finished. On the roof, the 3 generations of Hokage, who were being held hostage, were not flustered at all. Kazekage-sama, the war can't be solved, put down your weapons. We can have a good talk. Sarutobi didn't want to start a war, so he decided to calm down. You're really old, can't even recognize me, Mr. Sarutobi. Orochimaru revealed his true voice, then threw off Kazecage's hat, revealing his true face. It turned out to be you, Orochimaru. Even the 3rd Hokage, shocked at this moment. Where's Kazekage? Sarutobi asked. Kazekage, I'm here, so what does that mean? Of course I'm dead, Orochimaru said indifferently. You. Sarutobi looked at Orochimaru, not knowing what to say. This world, Sarutobi also saw Otogeker attacking Konoha outside, and a huge snake was destroying. Orochimaru revealed its true colors, and was also discovered by Kakashi and others outside, and then Kakashi came directly to the Konoha ninja who surrounded Maki and others, because they could not help but move. Wait, it wasn't Kazekage who attacked Hokage-sama, but Orochimaru in disguise. Kakashi said. After hearing Kakashi's words, because of Kakashi's reputation, those Konoha ninjas didn't do anything, but they still watched Maki and the others. I'm sorry, Konoha village is under attack now, so please stay here and don't walk around. Kakashi looked at Maki and they said. Okay. Maki agreed. Now he can't do anything about it. After knowing that Kazekage is fake, he is relieved, but his heart is twitching again. This Kazekage is fake, so real. Where is Kazekage? Could it be? What happened next? Maki couldn't imagine. Gaara, Temari, Kankuro didn't say anything either. They knew it was best to just stand still and wait for the turmoil to end and then go back to Sunagakure village, so they didn't resist either. Tianyu, Shui Wuyufeng, Gaidong Shanyu, and Uzumaki Karen also came to Sunagakure and were watched by Konoha's people. Because they are all ninjas from the outer village, Konoha must be watched to prevent them from having anything bad action. At the root base, Danzo got the news that Orochimaru attacked Konoha village at the first time. Did Orochimaru attack Sarutobi? Sir, do we want to take action? The root ninja asked. No, it's just Orochimaru. Let Sarutobi deal with it. Our people have another mission. Danzo laughed grimly. Assemble our team and go and capture that Senju Tianyu. Yes. Hearing Danzo's order, the root did not hesitate at all, and acted directly. Under the leadership of Danzo, he went in the direction of Tianyu. In the arena, Orochimaru and Sarutobi fought directly. Orochimaru also directly used the technique of impure world reincarnation to summon the first Hokage and the second Hokage. Orochimaru, you dare to play with the soul of the dead. Sarutobi was angry. Look at Orochimaru. This is my ninjutsu, Senju Tobirama said, looking at his hands. Hey, there's no peace in death. It's all your fault, Tobirama. Senju Hashirama complained, then suddenly his face changed. He looked into the distance. What's wrong, big brother? Senju Tobirama asked. It smells like Mokuden, wood style. Senju Hashirama became serious and looked into the distance. What? How is it possible? Is there anyone in the Senju clan who has awakened Mokuden, wood style? Senju Tobirama wondered. That's right, it's really Mokuden, wood style. It's a very pure Mokuden, wood style, not a transplant. Saying the transplant, Senju Hashirama glanced at Orochimaru, the one who summoned himself. As expected of the god of ninjas. Even though I am so limited by my strength, I am still so sharp. Orochimaru exclaimed. Monkey, who on earth is the one who awakened Mokuden, wood style? Senju Tobirama asked. His name is Senju Tianyu. Sarutobi said. Senju Tianyu. It's a good name, and I can feel his strength is very strong, even stronger than when I was at my peak. Senju Hashirama said seriously. If that's the case, why didn't he become Hokage, or is Sarutobi who is so old in charge of Hokage? Senju Tobirama wondered. Speaking of which, Sarutobi didn't know what to say, and Orochimaru said Isho. Chapter 697 Rolling. Do you want to know why? Then before you fight, let me satisfy your curiosity. Orochimaru laughed, revealing an unknown meaning. Speak, Senju Tobirama said solemnly. Because he's not a Konoha ninja. He is now the leader of a Megakure village, and he has already replaced Sunagakure village as one of the 5 major ninja villages, so he won't become a so-called Hokage. Orochimaru explained. How could this be? Why did the ninjas of the Senju clan go to a Megakure village? Did he defect? Senju Hashirama asked strangely, while Tobirama thought of a possibility. Don't you understand? Then let you understand. The Senju clan has become a thing of the past, and now there are only 2 Senju clan left, Tsunade, and him. As for the reason, it is yours, a hard-built village. Ha. Orochimaru laughed. Has the Senju family been wiped out? Both Senju Hashirama and Tobirama looked ugly. Although they both cared about the village, it didn't mean they didn't care about their family. Monkey, what the hell is going on? Senju Tobirama asked with a gloomy face. And Sarutobi didn't know what to say. Danzo and Sarutobi sensei united, because the Senju clan was too powerful, threatening their status, so in the Second Ninja World War, they became cannon fodder. Do not know the answer, are you satisfied? Orochimaru added. I didn't expect that, I was wrong. Senju Tobirama said ashamed. Then, let's go here for the reminiscence. I summoned you, not for you to chat. Orochimaru walked behind Senju Hashirama and Senju Tobirama, and then 2 kunai with a spell were placed in the heads of the 2 of them. Then the 2 lost their minds. Sarutobi sensei, take this gift from me. Orochimaru looked at Sarutobi and laughed. Orochimaru. Sarutobi was directly angry, and then used the psychic technique. Ape demon, please, turn into a golden hoop. Okay. After seeing Orochimaru, as well as Senju Hashirama and Tobirama, the monkey demon didn't say much nonsense, and turned into a golden hoop, and then came to Sarutobi's hands. The three of them fought directly, and Orochimaru was manipulating it on the side. Outside the arena, Tianyu, who was staying there, suddenly felt something. These people are the root, are the targets me. Feeling this hostility, Tianyu showed no expression. Then let me play with you. Danzo, thinking of this, Tianyu left a wooden clone directly on the spot, and then the main body went towards the root ninja. Stop, Danzo ordered suddenly, and then saw Tianyu appearing in front of Danzo. I didn't expect you to appear in front of me, so that's the best. Go ahead. Danzo looked at Tianyu, his expression a little excited. Just because you have more than 200 people here. Tianyu looked at Danzo with disdain, and didn't pay attention to Danzo at all. Humph. These are my root elites, give them to me. Danzo said angrily, and then directly let his subordinates attack Tianyu. Kaden, fire style, great fireball jutsu. Futon, wind style, Daitapa, great breakthrough. Quote. Go Raiden, thunder style. Doden, earth style, swamp of the underworld. Shadow mimicry. The art of turning the heart. Send bad. After getting Danzo's order, all the people shot, and a lot of ninjutsu attacked Tianyu directly, and then drowned Tianyu. Done. A root ninja asked. How could he still be alive after being hit by so many ninjutsu? Said another root ninja. The other party is a user of Mokuden, wood style. How could it be solved so easily? Be careful with me. Fukugan reminded. The smoke dissipated, and there was a Mokuden, wood style, defensive wall, which perfectly wrapped Tianyu and resisted everyone's attacks. Then the defensive wall was withdrawn. Tianyu appeared in front of everyone, looking towards Danzo. Why are you shooting at me? I don't seem to mess with you, do I? Elder Danzo. Your existence is a threat to Konoha. As long as I catch you, then I can become Hokage smoothly. Konoha village will be able to unify the ninja world. Don't worry, after controlling you, your Omegacore village will also be merged by me. Yes. Said here, Danzo was already directly excited. He, you're really courting death. Danzo. Tianyu's face turned gloomy, and a powerful aura roared out. He never thought that Danzo would actually hit him. Tianyu was angry. What? Danzo's pupils shrank, and he never thought that Tianyu would have such an aura, but Danzo didn't pay much attention to it. In his opinion, how could 200 elite ninjas at their roots still be unable to beat a single person? So Danzo, don't worry too much, give it to me. Following Danzo's order, all the people attacked Tianyu. It's just rubbish. Let me crush your confidence. Tianyu looked at the root ninja who came towards him with disdain. Mokuden, wood style cutting technique. A large number of wooden thorns attacked the ninja directly at the root, and descended from the air. Dodge. Yamanaka Wind shouted, and then took the lead to dodge the past. Hearing Yamanaka Wind's reminder, most of the people reacted, then he avoided the past, but dozens of people were directly stabbed by Kiji. The moment the thorns hit them, the thorns that entered the body erupted directly, grew wildly in their bodies, and then stabbed them directly into hedgehogs and died. Damn. Danzo was furious when he saw that his own people had died so much, and attacked me with ninjutsu. Kaden, fire style, fire bomb. Futon, wind style, the art of the thousand faces. Boring ninjutsu. Tianyu said disdainfully, I still won't play with you. Mokuden, wood style, world of trees wall. Tianyu exploded directly. In an instant, countless trees grew with Tianyu as the core. Up, and then the root ninja attacked the past. How is that possible? Danzo couldn't believe his eyes. He never thought that the other party had already learned this trick. In his terrified eyes, the trees came towards him. The tree directly touched the ninjutsu issued by the root ninja, and then directly defeated these ninjutsu, without being blocked at all, and continued to go towards the root ninja who issued the ninjutsu. Chapter 698 Izanagi. Under the terrified eyes of the root ninja, the forest directly attacked them. Facing this attack like Tianwei, even the determined root ninja trembled. Integral angle S integral. The root ninja scattered directly, trying to get out of the attack range of the forest. However, it had no effect at all. The world of trees wall was a ninjutsu against large troops. It belonged to the ninjutsu against the army. These people escape. The forest directly chased after these root ninjas, and then started frantically strangling. Those who stopped fighting could still support 1 or 2 rounds, while those who kept running away were directly killed. The root ninjas kept dying. The number of 200, when facing the world of trees wall, the number directly loses its effect. 108, 105, 100, 70, 50, 30, 10, 5, and then there was only one man left, and Aburame took the root, and only he was left alive, and there was Danzo, because Tianyu didn't attack Danzo, so Danzo was still alive, and Danzo was angry at the death of so many men, but he didn't run away, but looked at Tianyu with fiery eyes. You didn't escape. Tianyu looked at Danzo in surprise. Huh, you're not worthy of the old man to escape, Danzo said to himself, and then glanced at his arm subconsciously. Obviously, Izanagi's existence made him very confident, because this ninjutsu trick is for those who don't understand it. Is completely unimaginable. Take the root, cooperate with me to attack. Yes, Lord Danzo, Togen said, without the slightest hesitation. He was a ninja with all his heart for Danzo. Futon, wind style, vacuum waves. One after another wind blades spit out from Danzo's mouth, and then went towards Tianyu. Phosphorus bad worm. Fukugan also sent out his own nano worm attack directly, heading towards Tianyu. Disgusting bug. Tianyu looked at the attack coming towards him with disgust. Kaiden fire style, majestic destroyer flame, great fire annihilation. A huge flame spit out directly from Tianyu's mouth, and then burned forward past. Wherever the flames went, Danzo's wind blade and the worm that took the root were completely engulfed by the fire wave, burned to the ground, and then continued to attack Danzo and the root. What? Danzo looked at Tianyu's ninjutsu in surprise, and then his hands didn't slow down. Doden Earth Style Earth Stream Wall. Danzo used Doden Earth Style to defend against Kaiden Fire Style ninjutsu. However, Tianyu didn't care about Danzo's defense at all. World of Trees Wall. Tianyu once again manipulated the forest to attack the remaining Danzo and Fukugan, and the forest directly drowned Danzo and Fukugan. Facing the attack of Mokuden wood style, even the elites from the roots like Aburame were completely unable to fight back. Then he died, and even Danzo had no resistance at all, and died directly. After the two people died, the forest stopped rioting and became quiet. Tianyu quietly looked at Danzo's body. He didn't believe that Danzo died so easily. After all, he had Izanagi's existence and many lives. Whoosh! Danzo, who was originally dead, appeared directly behind Tianyu, and then stabbed Tianyu with Chakra's kunai. Danzo was about to get a blow, only to see Tianyu take a step directly to the side, and then hold Danzo's wrist with one hand. Danzo's attack suddenly couldn't advance or retreat. How is it possible? Manipulate the trees to kill again. Danzo, who was killed again, came to Tianyu's back again. Futon wind style vacuum big jade. A large number of vacuum bullets attacked Tianyu, but Tianyu did not move at all. Only the surrounding trees were directly surrounded come over, and blocked Danzo's attack. Tianyu appeared in front of Danzo in an instant, and before Danzo could react, the short knife in his hand stabbed Danzo's heart directly, and Danzo died again. So far, Danzo has died 3 times. Danzo was resurrected again, and then appeared in the distance. He had realized that Tianyu had discovered his ninjutsu, so he did not continue to attack Tianyu. Why don't you keep attacking me? Tianyu looked at Danzo. Don't you have several chances for your Izanagi? Keep using it. How do you know my ninjutsu? Danzo never thought that his ninjutsu had been discovered, and Danzo felt a little panic now. Go on. Tianyu ignored Danzo, but continued to attack, and the forest rioted again, heading towards Danzo. Damn it! The art of psychic. Danzo faced Tianyu's attack and directly psyched out Mengmo, wanting to help him resist. However, it had no effect at all. In the face of such a ninjutsu attack, Mengmo was directly sent back to the psychic world, and then Danzo was killed again and resurrected again, Mokuden wood style. Danzo again, after a resurrection, used Mokuden wood style towards the attacking forest. However, there is no effect at all. Danzo's Mokuden wood style is directly crushed, and then dies again. Danzo has lost 5 lives, again and again, dies and then resurrects. Danzo will resist the attack at first, however, after dying again, Danzo seemed to accept his fate, and kept getting killed until he had only 1 life left. Tianyu stopped, did not continue to attack Danzo, lifted Mokuden's wood style ninjutsu attack, get here now. Then Tianyu left directly and returned to the match venue. Won't you kill me? Danzo looked at Tianyu who was leaving, calmed down for a while, and then left here and returned to his root base. Although he didn't know why the other party left his hand at the last moment, he could not die. Danzo also without much thought, no one wants to die, not even Danzo. After returning to the venue of the game, the general situation of Konoha village has basically stabilized. The Otogakure who invaded was easily strangled after Konoha reacted, and those giant snake-like psychic beasts, with the returning Jiraiya shot, there is no threat. Now, only Orochimaru and the 3rd generation of Hokage are left. Tianyu also saw the situation inside. Although the 1st and 2nd generation of Hokage are not in their peak state, they are still pressing the 3rd generation of Hokage. Orochimaru, Sandai Hokage's failure, and even death is a matter of time. However, Konoha's people simply can't help Sandai Hokage because of the existence of the enchantment. Chapter 699 Attack on Sunagakure Village. World of Trees Wall. The 1st Hokage also used Mokuden wood-style ninjutsu, and a large number of forests surged out directly, attacking the 3rd Hokage. Demonic Illusion Dark Arts. The 2nd generation Hokage also used its own demonic illusion, and darkness enveloped this area directly. Not good. When the 3rd generation Hokage saw such a situation, his face changed suddenly. Immediately, he also made up his mind, shadow clone technique. Live. King Kong Defense. The 3rd generation Hokage directly used the Golden Hoop as a defense to resist the 1st generation Mokuden wood-style attack. In addition, in the dark, the 3rd generation Hokage's shadow clone went directly to the 1st generation Hokage and the 2nd generation Hokage. Fortunately, the 1st generation of Hokage was not in its heyday, otherwise, the 3rd generation of Hokage could not stop his attack at all, so the 1st and 2nd generations were still captured by shadow clone of the 3rd generation of Hokage. Seeing this, the 3 generations of Hokage didn't waste a moment, quickly hand seal, and at the same time he chased Orochimaru, and instantly came to the surprised Orochimaru, and then touched Orochimaru. The ghouls are sealed. The 3rd Hokage still used this ninjutsu that perishes together. However, he did not see a trace of ridicule flashing in Orochimaru's eyes. The moment the 3rd Hokage used this ninjutsu, the 1st and 2nd generations who were caught by him were lost the power to resist. At the moment when the ghost of death appeared, the 1st generation and the 2nd generation could not move, and then the 3rd generation Hokage directly pulled out the souls of the 2 of them, and the bodies of the 2 people directly turned into a pile of mud, revealing the Matsuri inside. And the 1st generation and the 2nd generation also recovered their sanity, and the 2 did not say anything. I'm sorry, Shodai 1st Sama, Nadaime 2nd Sama. Sarutobi cried. Seal. Then the souls of the 2 were directly sealed into the belly of the god of death. After successfully sealing the 2 previous Hokages, Sarutobi looked at Orochimaru. Orochimaru, I want you to pay. Sarutobi looked at Orochimaru angrily. You're really old, can't even tell the avatars apart. Orochimaru looked at Sarutobi, then turned into a pile of dirt, and the 3rd Hokage caught only Orochimaru's dirt avatar. The real Orochimaru appeared in the distance, not close to Sarutobi, because this ninjutsu is too dangerous, so Orochimaru also had to be careful. Orochimaru. The third Hokage looked at Orochimaru and was furious. At this time, the monkey turned into a monkey and came to the third Hokage. After all, the third Hokage was old, so it could no longer support it. "You're getting old, Mr. Sarutobi." Orochimaru took out the grass-child sword, and then injected it with chakra. The sword instantly stretched and stabbed towards Sarutobi's heart. "I won't let you succeed. Orochimaru." The monkey demon blocked directly, however, although it shifted a bit, it still hit Sarutobi and stabbed him directly in the abdomen. PFF'd. Sarutobi spit out a mouthful of blood, and then he couldn't hold it anymore. He persisted for a few minutes, and finally put down his hands. He no longer had the strength to arrest Orochimaru. Sarutobi couldn't support it. The ghost of death directly grabbed Sarutobi's soul, and then absorbed him into his stomach and went away. Sarutobi could only look at Konoha and then passed away. Sarutobi. The ape demon looked at the dead Sarutobi, with reluctance, without the support of chakra, and returned to the psychic world. Orochimaru stared blankly at the dead teacher, didn't say anything, was silent for a while, then walked to the group of 4, "Let's go." "Yes, Orochimaru-sama." The 4 of them gathered directly together, and the barrier had been untied. "Lord Hokage." All the Konoha ninjas gathered here came to the 3 generations of Hokage, looked at the dead 3 generations of Hokage, and suddenly became sad, and some people surrounded Orochimaru. "Let's go." Orochimaru took the group of 4 and left here, and the person who blocked him was directly killed by Orochimaru. After Orochimaru killed the 3 generations of Hokage, he left Konoha village safely. Tianyu looked at the shattering of the barrier, and also knew the end of the matter. Orochimaru has already left, so where is Lord Kazekage? Maki couldn't help but ask immediately. "You want to know where Kazekage is?" Tianyu looked at Maki and smiled. "What do you mean?" Maki immediately looked at Tianyu, the archenemy of Sunagakure village, with a bad expression on his face. "Your Kazekage is dead, and now, our ninja troops have attacked Sunagakure village. Your village is about to perish." Tianyu laughed. "What?" Maki, Gaara, Temari, and Kankuro couldn't sit still. "Are you kidding?" Maki looked at Tianyu in shock. "Of course it's not a joke. When your Kazekage died, our ninja troops were dispatched and attacked the village of Sunagakure. By the way, let me tell you, your Kazekage died in our hands." Tianyu mocked looking at Maki them. "How is that possible?" Maki suddenly couldn't believe it. "Hurry back to the village," Gaara said calmly. Go back to the village." Maki also reacted, then glanced at Tianyu, and led Gaara and the 3 of them towards Sunagakure village. "By the time you reach Sunagakure village, the war will already be over," Tianyu whispered as he watched Gaara and the others leave. "Lord Tianyu, what should we do now?" Shui Wuyufeng and the others asked. Tianyu thought for a moment, "Let's go to Sunagakure village too. Let's go and see our village." "Yes." Shui Wuyufeng and the others were immediately excited, and followed Tianyu towards Sunagakure village. The world of ninjas is about to change. The Konoha ninja, who heard Tianyu and the others talking, said in a sluggish manner. "A few days ago, when Kimimaro, Yakumo and Hinata returned to Omegakure village with Kazecage's body, Nagato, Konan and Kakuzu called together the ninjas of Omegakure village, a total of 7,000 ninja troops, knowing that there are only about 9,000 people in the current Omegakure village. Kazekage is dead, so it's time for our operation. Kakuzu, you stay here, I'll lead the troops to Sunagakure village with Konan," Nagato said. "Okay." Neither Kakuzu nor Konan objected. Outside, 7,000 Omegakures have gathered together. Kazekage is dead, now is the best time to attack Sunagakure village. This is the chance for our Omegakure village to become the 5 great ninja villages. "Attack!" Konan shouted loudly. "Attack! Attack!" Chapter 700 Slaughter. Let's go. With Nagato and Konan's order, the 7,000 Amegakure troops set off directly and attacked Sunagakure village, which is still unaware of Kage's death. At this time, a scroll appeared in front of Sasori. Sasori opened it and found that it was the corpse of Kage of the 5th generation. Looking at this corpse, Sasori did not intend to let others know, especially Chiyo. Sasori put it away. Scroll, and continued to make puppets. Amegakure village could not hide it from others, especially the 5 great ninja villages. They got the news immediately, but the spies from Sunagakure village were directly killed by Amegakure village. So only the village of Sunagakure did not know about the dispatch of the Amegakure troops. The ninja moved very fast, and soon came to the border of the country of wind. Sunagakure also exists here. Because of the conflict with Amegakure village, there are 3 Jonin here, and their task is to pass on information. Almighty Push. Nagato appeared in front of the 3 Jonins in an instant, and then launched the Almighty Push. The 3 Jonins were directly crushed by the powerful repulsion force, and then died directly without passing any information back. The Amegakure troops continued their going and headed towards Sunagakure village. Along the way, as long as they encountered Sunagakure, they would kill them all. As for ordinary people or businessmen, go down with a demonic illusion and sleep for a few days. In this way, Amegakure's troops would be unblocked directly. Unhindered came not far from Sunagakure village. Finish it, Nagato ordered, and then the Amegakure unit immediately began to rest. All the people took out the dry food and ate it without making the slightest movement. Because it was night, Sunagakure village did not find it for the time being. The enemy in front of you. The ninja's mobility is very strong, but in one night, all the people returned to their peak state, and then before dawn, the Amegakure troops began to attack. Attack! Nagato gave an order, and the 7,000 ninja troops rushed directly to Sunagakure village. Nagato took the lead and appeared in the passage of Sunagakure village. Who? Sunagakure shouted loudly, and then saw the ninja troops in Amegakure village, all of them in darkness, attacking here. Enemy attack. Almighty Push. Sunagakure just shouted, and Nagato's Almighty Push destroyed all the weapons here, and then the Amegakure troops directly attacked Sunagakure village unobstructed and began to kill. Amegakure's ability to attack Sunagakure village so smoothly lies in Nagato's strength, surpassing Kage level strength, to assassinate spies and intelligence personnel. Own village. Who is it? Amegakure killed a large number of Sunagakure before they could react. Because of the screams, Sunagakure finally reacted. The village of Amegakure has attacked our village. Immediately, Sunagakure responded and shouted loudly, and the voice was transmitted directly to the entire village. One after another, Sunagakure responded and began to resist. However, they were on guard. How could they be Amegakure opponents who had been prepared for a long time? What happened? Ebizo finally came to his senses and immediately sent someone to inquire about the information. However, he already had a bad premonition in his heart when he heard the voices from outside. Yes, and now, then there is only a possibility that Amegakure village has attacked Sunagakure village, but Ebizo is still lucky, hoping it is not what he imagined. Soon, Anbu came back here. Elder. Amegakure village has attacked here. According to the situation, there are about 7,000 opponents. Anbu panicked. Sure enough, Ebizo sighed secretly, then cheered up. Call all the ninjas to resist. This is our base camp. This is our last place. This is our home. We can't avoid it. There is no way back. How could you possibly lose to them? Ebizo shouted. Go, kill these Amegakures. Under the leadership of Ebizo and the elders, Sunagakure finally resisted the Amegakure's attack and began to unite to resist. It doesn't matter. Nagato looked at the gathered Sunagakure with disdain. Almighty Push. Nagato instantly appeared between the Sunagakure, and then a direct repulsion broke out, and the Sunagakure was directly blasted out, and the gathered force was instantly destroyed. Crush. Amegakure continued to attack Sunagakure, constantly besieging Sunagakure. Every time Sunagakure gathered and was defeated by an almighty push from Nagato, Sunagakure could not gather at all, and could only be besieged and killed by Amegakure sporadically. Damn! How could a Megakure village have such a powerful power? Ebizo looked at Nagato, who appeared in front of him with an ugly face. Who are you? Why don't we know your power at all? Ebizo unwilling to say. At this time, the powerful power of the individual is undoubtedly revealed, and the Sunagakure village without high-end power is not an opponent of a Megakure at all. Who am I? You don't need to know, you just need to know, now you're going to die here, and Sunagakure village starts today, there is no such name. Nagato looked at Ebizo lightly, he knew Ebizo's identity, now Sunagakure village branch Jinchuriki column, as long as he is resolved, then Sunagakure village will be resolved very well now. Even if I die, I won't let Sunagakure village be destroyed like this. Ebizo already had the intention of death, come with me and stop this guy. Ebizo said to the surrounding Anbu. Yes. All the Anbu took out their knives, and faced Nagato. It doesn't matter what the struggle is. The weak must have the consciousness of the weak. Nagato looked at Ebizo and the others with disdain, and disappeared in place in an instant. Be careful, Ebizo warned the moment Nagato disappeared. It's too late. Nagato appeared directly in the middle of Sunagakure, almighty push. A strong repulsion burst out, and then knocked all the Sunagakures flying. Even Ebizo was directly knocked into the air, and then hit the distance. Nagato appeared directly in front of Ebizo. Ebizo resisted for a moment, so he was not directly killed by Nagato's tricks, but now, his condition is not very good. He has multiple fractures on his body and has moved. Incredibly, he could only raise his eyes and look at Nagato in front of him. Going out, he appeared in front of Ebizo, holding a black stick made by Yin Yang Dun in his hand.